Good evening to everyone. Welcome to our newest election night coverage in America. Today we have Virginia redistricting referendum, the yes and no. One of them will certainly win tonight, and we expect, at least my opinion right now, the yes will win, meaning that the Democrats will get 10 seats in Virginia versus a single one seat for the Republicans. As you can see over here, maybe I can check it here in terms of the interactive. So let me just go here. In terms of the turnout we already have, and in the new US House districts that are proposed. So this is the new House district. It's a bit laggy, I would say, because this is a lot of data, because this is by precinct, as you know, and this is the only Republican district we should expect to stay. This is the 9th Republican district. We should expect this one to stay. It's very, very Republican. It's by more than, as you can see over here, more than almost 50 points, and the rest of them are probably going to stay all Democratic. This is considering 2024 margins, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly, you can consider here governor 2025, which is a blowout year for the Democrats. You should expect it to stay a little bit blowout when considered the midterms. As you can see here, everything is Democratic by more than 10 points, including the one, including, as you can see here, all around Fairfax. So this is just a gerrymander in a very bad way. This is the House of 2024. As you can see over here, it's a very competitive, it's very fair, it's one of the fairest maps in America, and this one, these new borders are just crazy. As you can see here, look at this district. All of them, they just go from Fairfax, which is the biggest place for the Democrats in the state of Virginia, and then they go outside of it to catch some Republican votes around it. Look at this one. This one is actually not that bad, but look at this one. Got a little bit of Fairfax there. Kamala won this by 14 according to this borders, and then you go just all the way down, just all the way to the west, so we can get Republican votes. This one is the same thing, go just outside of Richmond, and then go from Arlington. Look here, the border between I think that's Spotsylvania County and Rico, that one here, I think. Let me just check, by the way. Yeah, this is Spotsylvania, this is Hanover. Okay, Hanover, it's close to Eureka, but it's not Eureka. Now you have 5 people watching. Don't forget to say hello. Don't forget to say your prediction as well for this election. I'm gonna be very, very looking forward to seeing this result here in Northampton County. It's one of the smallest counties in Virginia. You know, it's only got, I don't know, maybe let's check to 2024 results. Here, let's check 2024. This is 2020. I have 2020 because that was a better year for the Democrats. Democrats won Virginia by 10. They won by 5 when it was Kamala's turn to win Virginia. So here in Northampton County, you see here, it voted by almost the same margin as statewide, and it's only a very small county. It's only got like not even 7,000 votes, not even 7,000 votes in 2024. So being a very small county, plus it is voting with a winner and by roundly the same margin, we should expect a lot of quick results out of there. So now we're only 12 minutes away until polls close in Virginia. I'm gonna be very looking forward. I said here something on Twitter today. So this is the metrics to watch in today's election. So basically, Chesterfield must be red because I'm counting on suburban votes to turn out to the no. Okay, if they don't turn out to the no, it probably will be hard for the no to win because, as you know, Trump is not popular with Latinos, at least right now. They got a lot of shift in that regard. I mean, have 7 people watching. Got a lot of shift in Latinos, but right now that is coming to an end. I would say we got that in Virginia last time, and I would say that will not be the case this time. They were counting right now in suburban voters. Also, Eureka they need to be within 20 points. Eureka is just in this county here, just north out of Richmond. The suburban areas again. Chesterfield is right here. Eureka is just to the north. You can see here Kamala won by 29 points, and we should expect this to be within 20. Otherwise, they are not in a great position, I would say. Montgomery County must be red. This is just a county in the another suburban county, by the way, and outside of Roanoke. This is Montgomery County. Kamala won by 3. We should expect this to be red, or to vote for the no if the Republicans want, or if the no wants to win tonight. As you can see over here, it voted by, it's not a very small county, actually got almost 50,000 votes, but okay. Now let's move on to the next. Loudoun County must be close to 20 points. Loudoun County is this county here. It got one of the highest shifts between 2020 and 2024. Why? Latinos, because this is one of the fastest growing counties all across Virginia and all across the country as well. We need to be true about that. It grew, I think, 20% of population in just the last 10 years or so. And this one must go to of course to the yes, of course. Otherwise, the no will be in a very good position by around 10 points. Otherwise, you know what it means. Yes will win. More House seats for the Democrats there. And also Stafford should be read by around 5 points. Stafford is right here, another suburban county when you go outside of Prince William County. This is turning to be the exurban areas of DC. We're also seeing a lot of turnout in those areas like Spotsylvania. This is Stafford. You go to Fauquier, just over here. This is the areas, not the suburban areas. It's ex-suburbs out of DC. And this should be very crucial for the Republicans. Like, this is Fauquier. Trump got a 10,000 votes advantage. You go here to Stafford. Kamala won this by only a point. We should see here at least a 5 points win for the Republicans. Otherwise, again, very big problems, I would say. And Virginia Beach City, which is a very military area, but fantastic area in Virginia. And this one should be red. Kamala won by 3. Trump won this in 2016. This should be red. Also Chesapeake. Suffolk should be competitive. This is Suffolk here. This is Chesapeake, as I was saying. And as you know, all of these counties should be competitive. This is Northampton. I'm going to leave this for the last because this one is one of the most fantastic counties in Virginia. As I said, it votes with a winner and by a very similar margin. So if the no is leading here, we need to know firstly we need to know if that is election day or early vote. I'm going to be here tracking everything, so you don't need to even worry about that. But it's going to be really amazing to check Northampton County because it's usually small, fast to count. So I expect a lot of turnout from there. Of course, what a no win means here. We need, of course, the rural turnout to be off the charts. Otherwise, there's no possibility. There's not the possibility for the no to win. Also, suburban votes to go to the Republicans, or I mean to the no, because even though many of the Democrats or many of the independents will caucus with the Democrats in an election, we should expect this one to be slightly more evenly divided. Why? Because many Democrats and many independents don't believe this thing of counterfeiting Texas, Missouri, or whatever you want to call this, is not the best way to deal with the problem with gerrymandering, because you're just creating gerrymandering with this, and they don't think that's the great solution. Okay, but okay, we're gonna be here waiting for sure to the results. Polls will close in just 8 minutes from now. I don't know. Maybe this live stream will not be as great as it was the last one. I don't expect it because, I mean, the last live stream I won around 60 subscribers. That was huge. I don't expect certainly to win 60 subscribers tonight. But if I do, of course, I'm going to be very close to 400. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, because I'm going to be here every night. Every Tuesday night. It's really amazing. And today we expect a very hot contest between the yes and no. Between the Democrats and Republicans. To be honest, I'm going to be here saying no Republicans and yes Democrats. Otherwise, it will be a bit of a mess, I would say. And that will be it. I think I'm going to do a quick break in just about like a minute from now. I just want to say something. And then I'm gonna be here like a minute before polls close, and now we're gonna talk about results because I should expect this to be very fast. Also, Loudoun County, this is a very interesting one. The first batch we get in Loudoun County is usually the mail-in vote combined with early in person and the bit of election day. That's usually the first batch we'll get just after polls close, and this should give a lot of insights about this election. I expect to project the result very fast because I'm gonna take some risks, I would say, but also in terms of being correct, because that's really what matters here. I don't want to say the no will win, then the yes wins. Now we have 10 people watching this, so double digits, and we're only here by around 10 minutes. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. And I'm just gonna hear. So CNBC is saying we expect around 3.3 million votes tonight, which is the same as we got in 2025. Kornacki is here, but please don't go to Kornacki at CNBC. You can watch that every time, so you can please stay here in the channel. He does a fantastic job as well, so I must say that as well, so to be fair to him. And this one here is the map of the Virginia official website, as you know. We're going to be here waiting to see results. This is Fairfax County, biggest county in Virginia, counts for more than 13% of the state population, has 265 precincts. You can see here the split between early voting, election day, mailed absentee, early voting by mail, provisional, and post-election. But right now in Virginia, we don't expect a lot of provisional and post-election ballots. Why? Because they added same-day registration. So you don't need to ask for a provisional this time. This is very brutal news because if you don't know, provisional can actually make up a difference, and for Democrats usually, because they're usually dealing with mail-in votes and they need to ask for a provisional, and it's going to be very, very interesting, I can tell you. What's going to be happening here is very simple. If the margin tonight is below 0.5 percentage points, that means provisional and post-election ballots can actually make a difference. If not, that's not a possibility for it to change tonight. So we don't expect this to be by less than 0.5. At least I expect the yes to win by around 3 to 5. But we'll see. We'll see. So now I'm going to do the quick break I said I would do. This is the map of 2021. As you can see here, Glenn Youngkin won against Terry McAuliffe, the Democrat. As you know, this is the map that the Republicans, the No, wants to replicate tonight. As you can see here, the Mars around Chesterfield, around Enrico, only 18, around 11 in Loudoun. So we should expect the Mars to be similar to these ones. We'll see if that is true or not. I'm sorry, not too similar. If the No ones win, they need to be similar with these ones for sure. But I'm gonna just do a quick break. I'm gonna be back in around 4 minutes, and I'm gonna leave it here. So in 3 minutes, because I'll be back here when we are approaching polls close in the state of Virginia or the Commonwealth, whatever you want to say it. So I'm back now. We're only a minute away until polls close in Virginia. And yeah, for sure now we have like 3 people watching, but we already reached 10 people at the same time. And now we're only 55 seconds. And again, another election night is starting. That will be very, very interesting, I can tell you. And I don't know, now 8 people watch. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell me your opinion. I'm going to be very happy to listen to your opinion. And let's just open here Decision SKHQ, as you can see here as well. This is the margin in 2024. They're expecting here 374,000 votes in Fairfax. They adjusted this. They were saying previously 400,000 or so. 400,000 or so. That was not realistic. So polling market is saying 81% for yes, and Kalsh is saying 79% for yes. So that is interesting. Now 15 seconds now. 14. We're almost there. This is another election night, perhaps the most interesting election night so far we got in 2025, apart from Texas, and that was also very interesting. It certainly will be interesting when we got the runoff in May. That will be interesting as well. Now polls have closed in Virginia. We should expect the first results to be quite soon as well. And as you can see here, Loudoun County, Fairfax County, Prince William, Stafford over here, high-income suburban county where white residents are the largest racial group. Kamala won this by 0.8 points, as I showed you before. So I don't think, of course, we don't have a projection yet. That is not reasonable to do, even though we should expect the yes to win. But it's not reasonable to do a projection just yet. Let's just go here. We don't have anything. This is a state navigator website. This is fantastic website, I must tell you, in the sense that they have the election results by precinct. I know it becomes a little bit messy when I click because there's a lot of info to be loaded, but certainly a very, very interesting stuff they have here. Right now they're expecting 52.4 for the yes, and I'm gonna just remove this. This doesn't. I'm just gonna over there. So this is the last update we got in Prince William County. 86% of 2025, 94% in the last 4 hours. That was great. So the Democrats are actually turning out faster in the recent hours. That was not bad, I mean, to be honest. And yeah, right now we're still waiting. We have the 9 people watching. Now we have 10 again. That's fantastic. I mean, of course, the higher the better, but okay, still not bad at all. Not bad at all, I would say. This is the CNN website. Still nothing to be shown here. This is also interesting. Got the early vote. I told you about this. So in terms of returns in the mail-in votes, as you can see here, the Democrats led in basically every county. I have 11 people watching, and the early in-person voting, the Republicans were actually able to win in registration in Chesterfield County. The problem will be the no party people. I don't know if those are going to go to the Republicans. I don't suspect they will, but okay, we'll wait about that. They'll certainly be interesting to watch. So right now, expect first results at 7:05 at the earliest and 7:15 at the latest. So right now, okay, we're still only expecting like 3 minutes until first results come in Virginia. So if you have any question, I'm gonna be very happy to answer you, because I mean I cannot do anything right now. We'll have to wait for results, and then of course I can analyze those results with you, and that will be fun. At least I suspect it will be fun. Of course, if you have a partisan stance here, it'll probably not be as fun, as it's gonna be a little bit nervous about the results. But yeah, as I don't have one, I don't care, to be honest. Of course, I mean I do have one, but I'm not gonna say that thing here. I'm not gonna make it in terms of bias towards that side. I want you to view myself. I want to view myself as unbiased. That's really my point here. So yeah, right now we're still at 0. Yeah, but only past like 3 minutes, so nothing to be unexpected, I would say. I just have here 2020 results because this was the largest win for the Democrats apart from the 2025 gubernatorial race. But I think I can open here the 2025 gubernatorial. Otherwise, it probably won't be fair to compare. Let's just open here Abigail Spanberger map. She was able to get a 15 points win. That was brutal. That was really amazing for the Democrats. Look at this. She was able to win Spotsylvania, even Fluvanna, Stafford, many of the counties she was able to win. Now I have 11 people watching. Thank you again. Don't forget to say hello. Don't forget to state your prediction, and we'll see whoever's gonna end up being, or at least the closest to the result. So right now we're still at 0. I think we just need to wait. 3 minutes right now pass since polls closed. Now we have 12 people watching. Okay, we just got results. We just got results from Matthews. And a big shift right now, but okay, it doesn't really... This is huge. 70% in Matthews. Let's just go here. This is 70% in Matthews. Trump won this by 39. Right now he's going by 40. However, this should be the early voting. So let's just go here. And for some reason they don't have here the results, but I should expect this one in Matthews County to be the early vote, and it is. It is the early voting, so we're still waiting for the mail absentee votes. We're still waiting for the mail-in votes that should be more democratic. Still Republicanized, I should say, but let's just look here in terms of how many of those were here. So returns in Matthews. So it's only a couple, like 200 votes, not even significant, I would say. But this margin will increase. So right now they're surpassing Trump by around a point. That's only a point. Now we just got Waynesboro's again. Waynesboro 52-48. Trump won this by 6. Now it's by 4. So yeah, I mean, right now this will be very competitive. I must tell you, this is gonna be very competitive. I don't know. Let me just, yeah, maybe I was just doing here some stupid stuff. Let me just bring here again the tab. Otherwise, this will. Okay, I'm back. So right now, I should expect it to be very competitive because the margins we're seeing right now. Well, of course, we don't have a major county yet, but look, 74% here, so 54% in Waynesboro. I think it's the same stuff we're getting there. I think it's only the early vote so far. Maybe we can check it here. It's only the early vote, so we're not even having any of the election day as it was expected. This is the vote. These are the votes that are already counted. You can see here in terms of percentages. Right now, the no is winning the early vote. They won't win the early vote. At least we don't expect it. If that happens, it will be very surprising. I must tell you. And yeah, let me just okay. So okay, we just got the first results. 83 now in Kalshi and 83 in Polymarket. So they're actually, at least they're actually, so the early in-person voting was no plus 3.6, and the early in-person voting 2024 is Trump plus 5. So this will be probably around Trump's margin. I know I'm not seeing a no win so far. We're still missing 1,000 votes here and 4,000 in Waynesboro, but I don't expect this to be. I expect this to be before for yes so far. Okay, just got new results in Norfolk. This is the first results in Norfolk. These are election day. These are election day. Why am I saying this? Because it's only 300 votes or so. It's only 338 votes. This should be the election day. Otherwise, the Democrats are in a very bad shape. But let's just. I'm sorry, the Republicans are in a very bad shape. But let's just go. Let's just go here to Norfolk. So this is not exactly. It's a precinct. It's a precinct reporting right now. It's election day. So the Democrats are winning big. That's big. Let's just go here to. Okay, we just got Bedford and Goochland County. Let's go to Goochland. So right now in Goochland, 73, but that's the in-person or that's the election vote probably. Let's go to here. Okay, let's go to Buchanan. That is interesting. 86. Okay, that's 60 to 10 votes. That's not really significant. That should be the election day vote or the mail-in vote. I don't know. Let's check. Just to for okay, that's the election day vote. When you see a very small number of votes in those Republican counties, you can either be the early vote or the the mail-in vote or the election day vote. So around now, Norfolk is done. That is not correct. Why did they say election night complete in election day? When it's not correct at all. I don't know. But right now, okay, we just got Brunswick County 7129. That is here. Okay, that should be the mail-in votes. That should be the mail-in votes. Otherwise, this is a very bad. Exactly. As you cannot see here, any precinct reporting is because it's the mail-in vote. But here in Norfolk, this must be close to the city. Otherwise, they don't have here. In terms of the odds, as you can see here, the yes is going down slightly, as you can see, and the vote percentage right now is yes plus 5.4, which is similar to Harris' margin. And okay, we just got more votes. That's interesting. Let's check the votes we got now. So here in White County, or however you say this, right now is 88 to 12. That's 76% or percentage points, and Trump won this by 60. This should be the election voting in White County. Let's just bring here so we can actually check. So that's White County, where it is. Now okay, it's here. That is the election vote confirmed. So right now I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Okay, we got Loudoun County. That's a break even. That should be the election day vote. Otherwise, the Democrats are in a very bad shape. And right now we don't have results there. But that should be the election day vote. We just got Fairfax City, 67 to 33. And that right now is going by 34. And that was 33. That should be the election day vote. That should be the early vote. Exactly. Early voting there. Northampton, we just got Loudoun. Loudoun is actually the no is winning there. Very interesting stuff, by the way. But we're getting very. I mean, we got a lot of counties already, but in terms, okay, we just got Roanoke County. That's interesting as well. 7129. That's actually largest, but it's larger than Trump. But it's just because of a very simple reason. It's because of the solely the fact that we're getting election votes first. So let's just go to Loudon. That's interesting. That should be the. I mean, there really can't be the early voting in Loudon. Okay, Loudon just the yes is now winning. Makes sense. I mean, the yes should win the early voting by around 15 points or at least 20, or they can win actually by 20 points. Then the election vote need to cut in those margins quite significantly. Otherwise, they will not be in a great position, I can tell you. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys think about the results so far. You can tell me. Right now we don't. Okay, we just got Chesterfield County. This is big. Chesterfield County right now is breaking even. That's interesting. Let's check here Chesterfield County for the results again. That's election day vote and it's breaking even. The point is, where are we getting those election day votes? Right now, the shift for the no is only 13 points. It should be more than 7 or more than 6. Otherwise, of course, we're not going to see. Let's just go here to Loudoun County. Where is Loudoun County? So maybe you can search here for Loudon, exactly. And the votes we're getting are election day votes. Okay. Okay, this is important. It's election day votes, and they're going within 8 points, which means this is not enough. I suspect that the election day votes should be around, I don't know, 5 points or so. This is not, at least so far, it's not enough. And it's only at 10%. Chesterfield is at 1.2. Okay, now Norfolk is at 11%. Let's go here, check Norfolk right now. And okay, Chesterfield is still the same. Okay, now Brunswick is going down. Buchanan is at 50% in already. It's 84-16. And if you compare to Trump, that's this. I'm sorry, that's the same. That's not the same. That's actually lower than what Trump got. Which right now, I mean, I don't see this with. I think the yes will pull this out, not by a very huge margin, anyways, but by a significant, at least by a same as Harris margin. Now we have 14 people watching. Let's go, guys. We're only 2% in. They're actually reporting fast, but it's very slow to count the votes at some degree because we're getting a lot of counties. Okay, now we just got, okay, Roanoke is still the same. We got Fredericksburg, Virginia, big city there, is winning now. The yes is winning by 38, but Kamala won this by 32. This should be the early vote, otherwise, okay, it's the early vote and absentee votes. Makes sense. Election day votes in Loudoun County are being counted. Already 17 precincts out of 90 are not projected yet. Here in Chesterfield is election day. We're still waiting for Northampton, and we don't have anything in Northampton yet. Now we have 15 people watching. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And okay, well, let's just go here to Buchanan. Election vote is not complete. We're still missing 16 precincts, but we don't have the early voting. So let's just go here in terms of the okay. So early voting is the majority right now, and mail absentee. Of course, the yes is winning this handily as it was expected, but election votes right now, the no is winning. I think we just got this even closer. Okay, that is true. We just got the early voting in Loudoun County. I suspect that's it. Now we have 18 people watching. This is the early voting in Loudoun County, a place filled with Latinos, as you can see here, and also white residents are the largest racial group, but we do have a very big portion of Latinos closer to Fairfax County. Let's go here to Loudoun County because that should be interesting to watch. Okay, here it's not correct because we're still missing here some votes, I think. Exactly, because we already have more than 76,000 votes already cast, and I'm sorry, already reported. Cast should be more than that, and certainly interesting. Okay, Chesterfield now it's red. Okay, Chesterfield now it's red. That should be interesting, I must tell you, but that is not enough yet. That is not enough. If they want to win, the Republicans, they need to. Okay, now we want a subscriber. Thank you for the support. It's such an amazing thing to have you guys there. So if the Republicans want to win this, or I'm sorry, if the no wants to win this, they need to do well in Chesterfield. They need to win this. They don't need to win this by 10. That's not. They don't need to win this by 10, but they need to win this by at least 2 or at least 1 point. And Norfolk is at 20%. Virginia Beach is red. That's brutal news right now, even though it should be the election vote. Let's go here. Okay, we don't have it here, but maybe here we. Okay, we do have now. Okay, we got the early voting. We got the early voting in Loudoun County. That is interesting. Now we're still missing the absentee vote. Now I can just, maybe I don't have my calculator here. I can use my phone. But here we're getting so far 50, 54, 48, 46 in terms of the, sorry, in terms of the split in the election vote. Okay, we'll have to wait and see because we're still missing some precincts in Loudoun County. Where are those precincts that probably should be interesting to see and check? Let's go to Loudoun County here. Maybe we can check it here where those precincts coming in. Okay, actually right now we cannot see 81-19. That's the odds right now. Maybe why cannot I check the precincts results? Okay, here we have. So right now, okay, so we have everything reported in that. Maybe we do have. And right now, okay, this is not looking too great for the no. I'm sorry. And right now it just became closer. Spotsylvania, this is the election vote, and Buchanan is like 50%. Montgomery, I mentioned that one previously. And Montgomery is now winning this by 50 points or so. Of course, Kamala won this by 30. It should be the absentee votes or so. So Buchanan, okay, still 17 precincts reported. Chesterfield now 8%, and we're all 51-49. Let's go to Chesterfield. That's interesting. 51-49 exactly, and we're still missing precincts, and we didn't have early voting there. So I mean, it's not looking great. They're probably gonna lose Chesterfield by the time everything is counted. We just got Arlington. Look at this. Arlington is already projected 84-16. Okay, it will be smaller than what Spamberger got because these are the early votes. But I'm not so sure if that will be smaller than what Kamala got. So these are great results for the Democrats so far. The turnout might be an issue, but right now that's great. So the yes now is leading by 13 points because we just got the dump in Arlington. That's 49% of the total vote in. And then we already reached 10% in just around 16 minutes. That was fast, I must tell you. So yeah, 51-49 still. Montgomery still the same. Okay, we just got more votes now. But Buchanan at 70 points, 70 points, which is smaller than what the margin what Trump got. Trump got 71 here, but okay. I mean, maybe it's not enough. Maybe it is. We may have to wait. Rockland County, this is big. This is big. Why am I saying this is big? Because this is one of the largest in terms of voter producing counties in the state of Virginia. And right now, of course, this should be the election day vote. There's no way this is not the election day vote. Of course, we don't have the votes here yet, but okay. Fauquier here. Fauquier right now is becoming big and large, but it's only a couple of 100 votes, and that doesn't really matter. And we're still waiting for Northampton for some reason. Pittsburgh. Okay, Pittsburgh is big for the Democrats, as it should be. And these are the election votes. We're still waiting for more of the so-called early voting. Okay, Montgomery County. We already got the election votes right now is going for the yes. Maybe this is in the city, inside the city, because we don't expect the early voting to go for the Democrats in that specific place. Right now, the shift is going to the yes, but it's just because of a very simple metric. We're still waiting. We're still waiting for a lot of votes. Okay, now Loudoun County is at 19 points. I think we just got more votes there. Exactly. Now it's an 18 points lead in Loudoun County. The margin just came closer, even closer than it was before. Okay, now Virginia Beach at 57-43, still standing at 2 points in Chesterfield County. Maybe I can go to what is missing here in Loudoun County because I think we didn't got the millions absentees, so the margin will go up. The yes will win. I think we can now make a. Actually, I'm making get here. I'm making. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't know how can I do this. The yes will certainly win this. This is a projection right now. I can tell you that the yes will win. That's it. We have reached the point we can make a projection right now. The yes will win. That means the Democrats will get 4 additional House seats in the state of Virginia. There's no way the no can now win, according at least to my projection. This is the projection of my own channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help the channel grow even faster. And this is a major projection and the major blowout in Republican chances to conquest the House right now. And this is a projection. I mean, maybe you don't like it. Maybe you like it if you're a Democrat. But that's it. That's a projection. Of course, I'm going to stay here for the to analyze the results. But that's it. I think I can finish. Of course, I'm not going to finish the live stream here. But as you can see over here, you already projected. Now I can move to what makes sense and to analyze the rest of it. But that's it. I mean, so far, that was fast. That was faster than I thought, to be honest. Of course, this can become closer. But from the results we're seeing here, in Arlington County, for example, in Loudoun County is not within 10, and certainly will not be within 10, because the votes we're having left are from the mail absentee, and still a bit of portion of election day vote, of course. But okay, we just got Alexandria, 78-22. Of course, that's that's worse than what Spamberger got, but that's probably the election day vote. There's no way. Exactly, that's the election day vote. So right now we're seeing the no leading in election day, the no losing in early voting, and the absentee is getting shellacked as it was expected. Right now, let's go here to Chesterfield because right now the yes is winning, and we don't even have early voting reported. So this is over. It is over. I mean, the Democrats probably will not have the same margin as they got with Spamberger. The Republicans will probably not be shellacked as they were before. But this is certainly a win again for the Democratic Party. And the Democrats should be certainly happy with the current result because this will be a win for the Democrats. Don't forget as well, we already make a projection. This is a yes win. Doesn't matter what will happen with the rest of the votes. We can now make a projection with 10% of the vote. 13% of the vote in. The yes will certainly win this. This is my projection. It's not the projection of the New York Times or the SNBC or CNBC. It's a projection of my projection because right now we're not seeing what it takes for a win in terms of the result. As you can see here, we don't have estimates. I don't know why. And in terms of the tracking voting methods right now, election is going for the no, mailing votes going for the yes, and we don't even have Fairfax. And the yes is winning. We don't even have Fairfax, and we already got Rockingham County, which is a very big producer county for the Republicans, and we also got a bit of Spotsylvania, a bit of Tazewell, and the margins are not great. I mean, 84 in Tazewell, Trump got 84, and Trump lost. And a shift from government to amendment is a 12 points. That's a good start for now. I mean, that's not a good. No, okay. Now we can go to Loudon. Loudon is at 20 plus points. As I said, this is probably the absentee vote, the absentee voting coming in. As you can see, exactly. I'm sorry. And we're almost finishing. Now we were just missing some precincts in Loudoun County, but the rest of it will certainly come more Democratic. I'm sorry, will come more Republican, but this will not be enough. The margin in Loudoun is astonishing. It will be more. It will be bluer than in 2024 so far. The Democrats can actually have a brutal win tonight. I mean, in terms of beating the margin in 2024, in an amendment that many people thought that was not great because that was not fair. But the Democrats will prove again that they will win this. No matter what you think about them, they were turning out voters. We already got 500,000 votes reported. Maybe I can go here just to check where there's still missing votes. Of course, the majority of us are missing out in Fairfax County. That was expected. But yeah, the no now took the lead. Doesn't matter, we already make the projection. But the no now took the lead. I don't know why. But we're still waiting for Richmond. For example, how can you not be so confident that the yes will win? Many people are asking right now why I did project the yes to win because we still have a lot of votes to count. That's true, but we don't have Fairfax. The margin in Loudoun are not great. I don't know. They correct this somehow. Why? What happened here? We're close to 500,000. Now we're 374,000. What happened here? That was interesting. They cut this. They cut this in Loudoun County. What happened? What happened in Loudoun County? That is interesting. Okay, now they just adjusted again, I think. Exactly. Okay. That was not thing. That was not thing to worry. Now I have 18 people watching. Forget to subscribe to the channel. So Loudoun County margins are not great for the for the Republicans. The no. The yes is winning this by a better margin than I thought, be honest. In Virginia Beach right now, we don't have a lot of turnout. In Chesterfield, we have 16%, but right now the Democrats are winning. And this right now in Chesterfield is the election day vote. We don't even have early voting nor absentee voting, so that is great for the Democrats or for the yes right now. In Pittsburgh right now, we only have election day vote, and that is going by 86 to 13, which means okay, they need to find votes. I mean, find more votes. No, I mean the yes will win. Even if many Republicans, it's still early, but are focusing yes on more remaining votes and could receive about 52%. I think it will be higher than 52%, but okay. As you can see here, in terms of the votes remaining, they only think. I'm sorry, I'm going to answer to you. I will answer to you fast, but let's just go here. So they're projecting 56-44. I mean, yes, they still have some votes for the no, but there's no way they can win this. There's really, truly no way. Right now, they're expecting 3.7 points. I think it will be higher, but okay, that's just myself talking about this. And they need to find more votes. They don't need to find more votes. Even if you may want to, I mean, look at this. This is a blowout for the Democrats. They're taking the advantage in Loudoun County. They're taking the advantage in Prince William. Okay, right now, Northampton County. Just going to interrupt you because look at this. Northampton County right now is going by 18. Of course, this is the early voting, but as I can tell you, this is not enough. This is bad. The yes will win. I already made a projection, so I'm not going to change, of course, that. You already saw that. and the yes will win this. I'm very confident, actually, in my projection. Right now, the votes we have so far, let's just check the votes we have so far, as you can see here. So right now, we already have some votes, and the yes is ahead of the benchmark in everything, apart from this one here. Both candidates are close to their benchmark, but the rest of them are just huge. And yeah, I mean, expected to take a while. Let's not take a while. We already made the call. I mean, there's no reason here to be optimistic about the no. At least so far, we're not seeing any evidences. So right now, well, we don't have the shift. Maybe we do have here the swing. They don't have this available, but okay. And the no is running up, but it's not running up where it needs. Like Richmond City and Rico right now, we don't even have results that will be great for the Democrats. We don't even have in Fairfax County. It's the biggest county, as you know. 13% of the total vote will come from right here in Fairfax County. Prince William County, that's 30 points, and 30 points in Prince William. That was 18. That should be the early vote. Otherwise, they're not in a great position at all. Okay, but we do have a portion of election day and absentee. Okay, but that will narrow for sure. Don't forget to ask me any questions you may want to be answered. I'm going to be very happy to do so. And yeah, I mean, we're doing great for sure as well. And yeah. So now we have 16 people watching. That's amazing. Now we have 13 just to shut me up. We only won one subscriber today, but I think we can do better. And let's just now analyze this thing. 62% in Arlington, 19% in Alexandria. Now the no took the lead again, but doesn't matter. I don't know where the votes came in, but certainly, look at this. The yes is beating every benchmark right now. Even though here the votes, okay, the yes is winning 22 points, what Harris won, and the yes is ahead by 11 and 4 points respectively. And certainly, they still expect the vote to be coming in Prince William at 62-38. I don't expect it to happen, to be honest, because the votes in Prince William that are left are probably more to the right, I would say. But yeah, now we have 15 people watching. Concurrent viewers is at the same time, of course. We got 100 views or so. Okay, but let's just go here. Okay, this is huge. What the hell is this? 62. No, this is not correct. I'm sorry, but I don't know what is that. We're still waiting for Fairfax County and also for Chesterfield is now at 35%. Let's check Chesterfield. That's interesting. We already got the early vote. No, we didn't. That's only the okay. The yes is winning this by 0.6, and this is only the early vote. I'm sorry, the election day voting. That should be better for the Republicans. But we're almost finishing counting that. The early voting should be counted then after, and that'll probably be better for the Democrats or the yes, and they will win. They will win Chesterfield by a big margin. I would say, at least by around 5 points or so in Chesterfield County. And yeah, let's just check here. And now we have 17 people watching. Don't forget to ask me everything that you want. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, the New York Times is still saying 52% for the yes, but I don't buy it. I think it will be higher. I said that before, and I'm gonna say it again because I'm still thinking the same thing. In Norfolk County now, look at this. Norfolk County at 8. That usually votes with a winner. 8 points in Northampton County. And that's it. I mean, that's everything that you need to do. And yeah. I mentioned Northampton County before because that one is usually one that counts very fast the results. And right now, I think we're still missing some absentee votes. No, we're not. The absentee votes is already in. Early voting went, election went for the no, but early voting went for the Democrats. Still missing some, of course, provisionals in that, and only one precinct left. Let's check where that precinct is. Maybe we can do it, like here. Maybe I can just, now we have 15 people watching. Maybe I can go here and okay. So the yes won mostly everything apart from the precinct, the first precinct, if you're gonna take about that. So right now, of course, in Prince William, we're still missing some votes. Okay, here in this is Arlington, or this is Arlington here, where they have everything projected in terms of the election day vote, and Alexander's still missing some precincts. Let's go to Chesterfield here. So the precincts we're missing are the more Republican ones, so they're probably gonna win the election day vote, the Republicans here, because the precincts were left are probably the more Republican ones. But the rest of it, I mean, as you can see here, yeah, the no will probably win the precincts that are left, and they'll win the election day vote, but it will not be able to win the rest. So this is over. It's over in that regard. Now the margin is increasing. You may think that it's over, but it's not. I don't know why they didn't make a projection yet. Now it's again, it's a more than 30,000 votes. But don't forget, we already made a projection. The yes will win. I'm gonna say it again because for you that are tuning in right now, the yes will certainly win this election. That's my projection, of course, and that's it. Right now, they say the yes will receive 52%, and they say 3.8 for their estimate. I think it will be higher, but okay, that's just... Now we have 20 people watching. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. This is certainly a very interesting election, to be sure. It's not so interesting because we already make the projection, but okay. I mean, it's certainly nice to be here. I love to watch these elections, and I love to watch even more when we have people watching. That's certainly even more interesting. Now we're only one subscriber today. Let's reach to 330. Let's reach to 340 subscribers tonight. And now we have a question. Okay, so what does it mean for Florida redistricting? So probably gonna advance with the redistricting as well. This is really bad. I mean, we're only seeing a country filled with gerrymanders, and that's sad for democracy, I would say. I mean, you can understand both doing this, even Florida and Virginia, because they're actually reacting out of what other states did. But okay, I mean, it's not great at all. And right now, as you can see here, the no is leading this by 5. You might think, oh God, you're so stupid. I'm not. At least I don't suspect I don't think I am. The votes we have right now are in heavy Republican areas. You can see here, they're already most of them close to 50% or even higher. That's a 40,000 votes advantage. I suspect it will not stay with that advantage for so long. This will certainly flip. And yes. And yeah, 28% is now in. Roanoke, so Montgomery is actually red, but that's very early. Chesterfield is now blue, but or green in this case. Northampton is at 91%, and it is finishing. It is finishing close, but I think we already have everything counted. Okay, we have everything counted right now, and yeah, Northampton finished at this. And it's finished now at 51 to... So the yes won in Northampton County, so it means that we're actually going to have the yes winning. I mean, it doesn't guarantee you. Okay, we just got Charlottesville this here, 87 to 13 in Charlottesville. We're already waiting for more election day vote to come in, but we have some significant margins. Let's go here to this one to check Charlottesville and just compare the margins. That's actually higher than what Biden got in 2020 when he won the state by 10 points. Of course, I don't expect it to be by 10 points, and right now they expect this by 3.6, but there's no reason here to be less optimistic about the yes, at least so far. I mean, this can change. At least for me, it won't change because I already projected the yes to win. I mean, we're still missing Fairfax County. What are doing there? I don't know what they're doing in Fairfax County. And somehow we're still missing some votes. We're still missing Richmond as well. It's a big Democratic city, the capital of the state of Virginia. And Roanoke City, we're still missing some votes there. Maybe we can check here, for example, Tazewell, 57%, Buchanan. So let's check the votes we already have everything in. Okay, I don't have here the swing. So Loudoun County everything is projected there, I think. Everything is counting Loudoun County. It's 92%. It's almost everything is counted. And now the lead has grown to 51,000. I'm sorry. 51,000, that's the lead right now that no has. That could be just erased with Fairfax County when it comes in. Of course, we don't even have Fairfax County. That's the biggest Democratic county. Also the biggest Democratic producer county in the state of Virginia. And Northampton is gone. Look at this. 95%, more than 95% is in. It voted by 2 points. That's enough. Of course, that was closer than I thought, to be honest, in Northampton County. I thought that would be 4. That will only be 2. We're still waiting in terms of the Republican magnitude of turning out voters. Still waiting for... Okay, we just got this one here. Look at this. That's big. That's actually big. And 75-25 in that county. Let's go to here. 75-25 in that county. And that was when you compare... Where is that? I forgot. I'm sorry. Let's go here to... That's just... what? Okay, that's just north out of Roanoke. It's this one. 72-27... Okay, it was higher, that is true, but probably that's the early votes. I suspect that's the early votes. When everything is counted, they'll probably come closer to the margin. Now they say 3.6 still, and the no is winning by 7.2. That's just being overestimating right now. We don't expect it to stay like that. So now we have here a guy on Twitter saying now he's getting closer to what it is in small localities, but it's flopping bad in big ones right now. Laoni has 96 of the 111 precincts reported, but it's yes winning by 22 points. And we're still waiting for the mail-in votes to come in because they still have some days to arrive, and also provisionals, and that'll boost the yes a bit. Not a lot, but a bit, and that'll probably be just enough. I mean, yes, we'll win this. We already make a projection, so there's nothing to worry about. If you're a Democrat, we have 22 people watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to be there. Just say your opinion. I'm going to be very happy to listen to that opinion. And I mean, it's like we do. This is democracy, and democracy is unfolding right now. Even though probably not the best for democracy, a referendum like this to pass, that's the way it is. People voted for these representatives to pass this referendum. People will vote for the referendum, so that's the way it is. So right now, okay, 53.9 is actually increasing right now. And let's just go to Chesterfield. That's still at the same point. Montgomery still at the same point, I suspect. Tazewell is at 65%. That's actually still a bit higher, but not so high enough to make a difference. Right now, 7.8 for the no. That's actually increasing in recent times. Okay, now it's 8 points. The no is leading by 8 points. We already make the projection. Don't forget. Don't worry about that if you're a Democrat. We're the only ones to make a projection here. And the no is now winning by almost 80,000 votes. Not 800,000, of course, but 80,000 votes. And yeah, I mean, certainly interesting. And right now here the shift is no about plus 15, but that doesn't make any sense because that's the final shift, and of course this won't be the final vote. I can tell here and also a very important thing. So here is the split right now in the votes. The early voting is going very break-even as it was expected, but we're still missing a lot of votes in the early voting. Election day is going for the no handily, and the mail density is going, but we're still waiting for Fairfax County. We cannot tell anything. Okay, so Republicans in Texas, Missouri, North Carolina do not allow citizens to vote on the I'm sorry, I can read the comment. Let me go here. Not allow the citizens to vote on the issue. California and Virginia Dems did allow the citizens to vote on it. That is true, but that's also a part. Of course, the Virginia people is now voting. Why? Because they have in the Constitution that they need the district need to be drawn by an independent commission. So that's why they have this referendum. If they didn't have that thing, I think the Democrats would probably not have this referendum right now. They just have that because of legal issues, I would say. I mean, it's not in good faith. I mean, politicians usually are not in good faith, usually. So they have to do this. That's just the way it is. I mean, that's the law in Virginia. So right now the no is leading by 9. You probably call me a dumb person right now, but it's not. There's nothing changed so far in my prediction because what happened here? We're still waiting for a lot of votes in Democratic areas like Richmond still at 0, Enrico still at 0, Norfolk we're still waiting for a lot of votes there. And also in Fairfax County alone can evaporate that margin. And right now the Republican votes are still filling in. We're still waiting for Augusta, Hanover. I suspect Craig, that'll probably be great as well. Craig will be great. That's interesting. But the majority of votes are left are in the heavy Democratic areas. That's why that margin will be cut into very, very fast. I suspect 35% now in. And yeah, let's go to CNBC. They probably have the same thing. Also CNN. Yeah, CNN has the same thing, 9 points. They all have the same thing. The no, we'll lose this. We already made the projection. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're still standing at 321 subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to reach another subscriber. That'll be interesting. That'll be nice as well. And yeah, I mean, looks like it will be no. No, it won't be no. It won't. We already make the projection. I mean, this won't be no. No right now is winning. Why? Why is no winning? Because we have the results from the Republican areas first, and then we'll have the votes from the Democratic areas. That's why no is winning. This is what happens every time in Virginia. It didn't happen last time in 2025 because the Democrats won this by a blowout margin, like by 15 points. This will happen right now, and we should expect the Democrats or the yes to cut into that margin as soon as more votes are coming in. Of course, you may think that's not guaranteed that will happen, but at least if history repeats and the margins will replicate at least at the levels we're seeing right now in places like Prince William County, in places like Loudoun. Loudoun finished at 22. That was higher than Harris got in 2024. So right now the no will not win, at least if this continues, of course. 101,000, that seems promising. 9 points, now 8.9. We just got shrunk a bit. Why? Now we have 28 people watching. Thank you guys for all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Right now they're winning everything, but this is just election day votes, I suspect. Look here, election day. Okay, we do have some Chesapeake votes, early votes. Okay, actually we don't. I don't know why it says that. And in Suffolk, we're actually seeing only election day votes. So it's only election day in this part, and the Democratic votes will probably end up being in the more early votes and all of that. So right now, yes will win. That's our projection of our channel. As you can see here, yes will certainly win. I already made these two images for the yes and the no, but actually I only used, of course, the yes. As you can see here, yes will win this. Now I have 29 people watching. Thank you guys. I don't know what I did. Okay, I'm sorry. What happened here? I don't know what happened. I know. Actually, I don't know. I messed up a bit. And I'm still messing up a bit. Let me just correct this stuff. I don't know what's happening. Okay, here you have. Here you have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I messed up a bit there, but okay, doesn't really matter. Okay, you have here. I'm back. So, okay. Let's just check the margin, how it is. So, still the same margin, 102,000 votes. Nothing from Fairfax, nothing from Richmond, nothing new from Chesterfield County as well. Montgomery is now at 14 points. They'll come closer now. We lost a bit. So the Republicans area vote more Republican than normal. A bit. Yeah, a bit. Like, for example, let's go here to a county that's fully in. Buchanan. That voted for 76. It voted for 71. So the Republican votes are turning out in a great number. I must tell you. Republican areas are turning out great. Are turning out higher than in 2024. The problem is Democratic areas are turning out as well higher than in 2024. Like here. Okay, nowadays almost 10 points. You may be calling me all stupid, all of that stuff, but here you can see. This is not me saying, also the New York Times. Their projection is still steady at 3.6 because we don't have any new results out of Fairfax, out of Rico, out of Richmond, and the only places we can actually have significant quantity of votes for the Republicans are Augusta. I mentioned that previously. Also in Campbell and Bedford, the bit here in Hanover, I mentioned that one as well. Right now, as you can see here, Trump won this right now, neither choice, so we were expecting a close race, but here the yes is winning by 10. So the overperformance is not in Republican counties so far, is really in Democratic counties. The Democrats are doing great. That's why so far they should be optimistic. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's reach only 330 subscribers. We're at 321. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Because it won't be that difficult. Last time you got over 60 subscribers, one in a single live stream. Of course, I don't expect that to hold for this time, but okay. It will be great if it does, but of course I'm not expecting that. And yeah. But okay, let's go here to the referendum. Now it's 9 points again. Princeton at 46, 77 in Arlington, 35 in Alexandria. Still missing a lot in Alexandria. 25 people not watching. Chesterfield is now still at 35. So these ones are still as steady at the same rate. And yeah, I mean, nothing to be concerned about right now. Neither decision desk was able to project this yet. Okay, but they're still missing Fairfax for some reason. Spotsylvania is at a great margin, but I suspect those are the election votes. Exactly, those are the election votes. So we don't have so right now Spotsylvania is going by 24 points, and that is the early votes, and the election votes. That sounds great, and it is great. The point is, we're still waiting for early votes to come in, and that will probably be towards the Democrats by a substantial margin, I would say. Not a big margin, but a substantial. Okay, now we just 115,000. That's the margin of the no house right now. And yeah, right now it's becoming a little bit steady at 9 points. That is interesting. 40% of the vote is already in. And Stafford ended red. So this is actually interesting. That's a shift of around 3 points. This is one of the counties I mentioned that must be red, but not by 2 points. In my requirements, I said Stafford red by 5 points. That's what I said. Right now, Stafford is red and it ended red, as you can see over here, but not by we're still missing early voting. That's actually not fair because we're still missing early voting. If I'm not mistaken, let's just go here. 18,000. It's the same. Okay, this is not correct, or maybe it is. I'm not so sure about it. But the no is winning so far, but not by 5, not by 5. So we still have to wait, but this is not looking too great in that regard. And yeah, I mean, don't forget subscribe. We're still at the same subscribers, still at 321. I mean, let's go. And we're still missing Richmond now. Chesterfield just flipped. I think that is the early vote. That's the election day vote. I'm sorry. Let's go to here. Okay, we didn't have any vote so far in terms of the early voting, so that will go to the Republicans, the Democrats for sure. For some reason, okay, Roanoke County so far, still nothing of the early vote. So the early vote we got, I can tell you, because we got around 1.1 million, and we only have 300,000 reported. This will not be the split. Election day will not be more than 2x the early voting. This only happens right now because of the composition we have, because we don't even have Fairfax County, and many of the counties right now are just not in a great position. I mean, they're reporting early votes first, election day votes first. Now we can say Buchanan is gone. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go here to Rockingham. That's 59%, so still ways to go. Let's go, okay, Rockbridge at 38. That was 34. Again, another shift, but not significant. And now No is winning by 9.6. That's huge. The New York Times is standing at 3.6 for the yes. And right now, in terms of the votes remaining, as you can see here, now you have 16 people watching. It's the votes remaining. The big bubbles are in Democratic areas. That's what I am counting for my projection. That's also what the Democrats are counting right now for this to flip. Because right now this seems a big win by more than 130,000 votes, but that won't be the case. At least so far, there's no indication that this will be the case. Okay, right now we just become 10 points now. 10 points right now, and 80% now. So let's go, for example, to Arlington. 81-19 in Arlington. That was a bit higher, but they can underperform Abigail Spanberger. The problem is here. 81-18, that was 78-20. That's the problem. Trump did much better in those areas, those Democratic areas, because they not much better, but significantly better, because he was able to do better with Latinos. Right now, they're not doing better in Latinos, at least from what I can tell you, they're not. Now we have 22 people watching again, and yes, certainly interesting. Subscribe to the channel, guys. I mean, we have 22 people watching. If everyone that is watching can subscribe to the channel, that'll help the channel grow a lot. We already have an hour of live stream, and yeah, I mean, certainly interesting. So right now it's still 10 points. Still 10 points. Norfolk is still okay. Norfolk is at 40 points. Kamala won this by 42. The point is, are the votes left what? They're early voting or election day? They're early voting for sure. So, and we're still missing 10 precincts of election day. So this will be more early voting coming in. That'll be better for the Democrats. They'll probably increase this margin to the margin that Harris got in 2024. Right now, the no is leading by 10, which means that's terrible if you think about, but it's not. It's not going to happen. Chesterfield right now at 45%. King William County at 72-28. That was 44 points, and Trump won by 41. Again, a 3-point shift, but not enough. Not enough so far to flip this. Okay, right now it's becoming closer. I don't know what happened. I think it was Prince William. No, Chesterfield. I don't know. I'm not so sure about why this. Okay, in Virginia Beach right now is 38%. It's 14 points. Let's go to Virginia Beach. I think we don't have any type of early voting there. Exactly, same thing as well. And if you go here to the total, the election is over 810,000, and the early voting is at 334,000. We don't expect this to split to continue like that. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. That is not gonna happen, at least so far. We don't have any information to be. Let's now, guys. I mean, we have 27 people watching right now. It's going to be what? Okay, let's reach. It's going to be under 5 most likely. Yeah, I mean, I said 3 to 5, so I'm not really concerned about it. I just said the yes will win. I already projected that a long time ago, as you can see over here. So I'm just gonna say it like that. Maybe I can I'm sorry. Okay, as you can see here, the yes will win. That's our projection. That's my projection of my channel. And maybe CNBC didn't project, CNN, the New York Times, neither of them, Decision Desk HQ, they didn't project yet, but we already did because of the votes we saw in Loudoun County, for example, and they were going towards the Democrats by a very substantial margin, at least from what I thought previously. And right now, every indication is showing that this will continue. Now you have 27 people watching. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like as well. We have now 15 likes. It's very good that we can reach like 20 or 30 or at least 10 subscribers or so. We only won 2-1 so far. And yeah, I mean, right now we just got votes because right now this shrunk to 8 points. What happened? What happened? That's a great question. What happened? I think it was Norfolk. Norfolk now is at 44 points. That was 42 last time. And Charlottesville 69. Now it's over 70. I think it's 72 or so. But I still think we're missing some early votes there. Election day votes. Sorry. Then we have 28 people watching. Let's reach 30 at the same time. That'll be great. And okay, now I just become closer in Chesterfield. Chesterfield is barely. I mean, it's breaking even. But I said this must be breaking even if the Republicans want to have a shot. But we're still missing the early votes, I think. I don't know. I don't think we have any early votes counted there. Yeah, that's true. We're still missing a lot there. And yeah, I mean, Virginia Beach right now, 14 points. Not Suffolk flipped. That was expected as well. More votes are coming in there. Pittsburgh is at 32%, so still a bit of votes for the Democrats over there. And right now, as you can see here, the yes is winning basically everything are more than the predicted margin for the New York Times. Now they're saying 3.5 for the yes. I mean, they're banking in Fairfax for it to change. Of course, I'm banking as well for my projection to hold. But because they're making a projection here that Fairfax will net for the Democrats around 160,000, 50,000 votes. That'll be significant for sure. But we're still missing a lot. Like here, for example, in Richmond is still at 0. What happened in Richmond? What is happening there? Because it's still at 0 for some reason. Now we have 26 people watching. I mean, and yeah, now we have like what 16 likes or so in the live stream. And yeah, I mean, and you can tell me, how did you vote tonight, today? If you are from Virginia, you can tell me if you are from, or whether you are or not. That will be interesting as well, just to see some of you guys if you're from Virginia. Now we have 29 people watching, and yeah, Prince William County at the 28 points, 10 points higher than what Kamala got here, but that probably won't happen. At least it's my prediction. That'll probably be going down as more precincts are being reported. Right now, we just got a bit of election day votes, and right now the yes is doubling the votes. If this continues, it's not great. Maybe I can go here to the map so far. Not this one here. Okay, let's go to Prince William County. Right now, the yes seems to be. I think this is the early vote. I'm not gonna jump any. Now we have 32 people watching. That's amazing. I mean, let's go to 40 right now. Let's go to 40. Let's go to 40 because that is only the subscribers are not great because we only earn 1. Maybe we can earn more than that with the current viewers we're getting, but okay. And yeah, right now the lead is 120,000 votes for the no. We're only here for an hour and 10 minutes right now. 47% is in just 52 minutes after poll close in Virginia. That's actually fast, I must tell you. We're still missing around 1.1 million votes. And Decision Desk didn't project yet. Nobody project yet. We're only the ones to project. As you can see here, the yes will win. That's our projection. We project this like 30 or 40 minutes ago. We were very fast. Now we have 37 people watching. Thank you. I'm so happy. I must tell you. Let's go here for the counties. Already have everything projected. So Amelia is shifted. Trump was by 44. Leader was okay. Now we shifted a lot here. So the Republican counties seems to be turning out higher number than what the Democrats turning out. But let's get here for the votes right now in terms of the big ones. So this one, for example, is Virginia Beach. Right now, the yes is winning. That's true. So Virginia Beach now, the yes is winning. Again, another bad news for the for the no there. Not feeling so great there, I must tell you. And maybe we got a bit of early votes. Exactly, we got the early votes, and we're still missing a bit of the election aid. So I think the Republicans may win Virginia Beach. And if they do, that will certainly be interesting. The point is, maybe it probably won't be enough. It probably won't be enough. Now, please, guys, we have 38 people watching. Subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. I'm here. I'm independent. I'm not paid by anybody to do this video. I'm not paid for by the Democrats or the Republicans, so I'm just saying my honest opinion about what I see. That's why I already projected the yes to win this thing, because that's basically what I see. And right now I'm not seeing great news for the no. I'm not here supporting anything. I just want to make that thing clear. So right now the no is leading this by 7. The yes is projected to win in the New York Times by 3.5 points. I expect it to be a little bit higher than that, but okay. Let's just wait for the votes. So Suffolk's flipped again. Let's just go to Suffolk if we do have early votes there. Okay, we don't have early votes. It's just the election day vote. And in Chesapeake right now, we don't even have the early voting yet. So right now, in terms of the whole state, we have 420,000 early voting and 872,000 election day votes. So we're still waiting. The early voting split and the election day vote split should be quite similar. Right now, we're not seeing that. And the yes is actually winning the early voting, as it is expected. The million absentee, 132,000. We expect how much? We can actually tell that thing. If you go here to the early voting in terms of the returns, we returned around, so we're still missing 100,000 absentee votes, probably all of them around Fairfax County. They're probably where the most of them are being. Now we just won a new subscriber, 322. Thank you. I mean, you can say hello if you want a personal thank you to you for the new subscriber. That is amazing, I must tell you. And okay, now we're gonna be here at least for a couple of minutes, at least 1 hour or so, until we have more votes. I don't know why Fairfax didn't report anything yet. It's very weird. And Richmond as well, and Eureka. Some of the big Democratic counties are not being reported yet. I don't know why. But okay, let's just keep counting. I mean, they're probably taking a lot of time to process the early votes or the mail-in votes or whatever it is. And we're still waiting for Hanover for the Republican side in August. August is at 70. Okay, August still has some votes. So August has 83-17. Again, if this holds, that's great results. It's 20 points higher, but I think that's the election vote. We can check it here. That's the election vote, exactly. So we're still waiting for the mail-in vote and the absentee. That'll probably be great. You can check here just the odds. I mean, the odds right now, for some reason, they didn't project yet. It's very weird. I mean, they're saying 84%, but they didn't project yet the yes. We are the only ones to project the yes to win, which may seem risky, but I don't think. When I made a projection, I was quite sure about the way this was going, at least from what I can tell. Now we have 40 people watching. 40 people watching. Thank you. I really want to say thank you to you for being there. Only 2 subscribers with this amount of people. I think that's disgraceful, I would say. But I think we can win more subscribers. That's just the problem here. But okay. Okay. Now the lead is cut to 5.6. And that is expected, I would say. Now we're still waiting for the votes in Fairfax to come in. I don't know that is taking so long. I had 32 people watching. I don't know what happened, but okay. We're still waiting for the votes in Fairfax, and not only in Fairfax, but also in Richmond and Enrico. Now the margin is still the same thing, but the margin is closer than 100,000. Is only that's 95,000, and Virginia Beach is still standing at a yes. No in Chesapeake. Okay, let's just go here. All I need is 11,080 votes, which is one more than we have. Listen, Brad, it doesn't hurt to recount. Okay, that is. But I mean, right now we're not seeing any evidence that this is being fraudulent or anything you want to call it. There's zero evidence of that. So, I mean, the yes, I already project the yes to win because of the results in Loudoun County and many of the counties around it. But the point is, I don't expect. I know. Okay, we just got Rico County. I'm gonna stop it right there. So Rico right now 30 points. That was 30 points. That is what? That is the election vote or? Okay, that's interesting. We're still waiting for the early voting, and this is already above the 2024 margin. We're still waiting for some precincts to report though. Let's go here. Maybe we can check the precincts exactly. So Richmond's starting to come in. Okay, Richmond is starting to come in. Maybe we can just say F5 here just to say. So the Richmond right now, we got some precincts here and some no precincts as well. So right now it's 8%. The yes is winning barely. Barely for Richmond standards. And right now in Enrico, the votes we're getting are the early votes out of the precincts maybe. I'm just waiting for Hanover. They'll probably be great for the Republicans. Here in Chesterfield, as you can see, we just got the precincts that are great for the Republicans here. And we're still waiting for what? Are still waiting for I mean, just waiting for some votes over here, but many of them are probably in heavy Democratic areas. That means, okay, that probably will go to the Democrats. Now it's 81% for the yes. They caught a bit the margin, but I don't suspect that'll be what it will happen. But okay, now we have 41 people watching. 41 people watching. That's amazing. I mean, I must tell you, I'm really surprised. At least in the people watching. The rest, I'm not so surprised. But okay. But yeah, now we're still at 322. I mean, that's why only 2 subscribers when you got like 40 people at the same time. Not all of them are subscriber. I must say that. If those now we have 49 people. If from those 49 people, 9 people are subscribed, I think it's too much. But okay. Okay, Enrico is still at 22%. Okay, now we see here in Chesterfield what I mean. 59% of the vote is in, 54-46, 8 points there. The Democrats are leading. I just maybe we just got a little bit, and the precincts reported are finished basically, and the early voting is already coming in. I suspect. Okay, it is. Okay, we just got the absentee votes, so we're still waiting for more early voting to come in, and this is already great for the Democrats. So yeah, Chesterfield will go. We're not seeing that suburban vote for the Democrats in for the Republicans in Chesterfield County. So it's actually interesting so far. But yeah, now we have 325 subscribers. We just wanted to the 3 new subscribers. Thank you so much. It's certainly amazing. I'm gonna be very happy to do this. I'm doing this for completely free. Now we have 58 people at the same time. 58 people at the same time. That is very big, I must tell you. Only 22 likes at the same time now. And that's interesting. That's interesting and that's amazing. We having a very beautiful election night. For some reason, we don't have Fairfax County. Now we just got Richmond 69-31. We should expect the margin to expand as more votes are coming in from the election. I'm sorry, from early voting. Montgomery's at 44% still, and Virginia Beach is now very close. I suspect we're still waiting for more early voting there. Chesapeake, same thing, and Suffolk as well. And okay, something changed? No? Okay, the no increased a bit again, but now the margin is down to around 90,000 votes there. As you can see here, it's becoming a bit closer right now. And 57% of the vote is already in. 1 hour has passed since polls closed in Virginia. 60% now the vote in here. That's practically the same thing. But what is interesting right now, let's go to here to Fairfax. I think they're still at 0. I don't know why. Let's go here. Arlington still has some ways to go, and also Alexandria. Now we have 45 people now watching, and we just won another subscriber, 326. That's amazing, amazing. Let's go now. Let's reach now at the 330, and 340. We'll see if that is possible or not. If it is not, okay, it's okay. But okay. Okay, Rockingham County sells 0% report, but that's not true because we already have here 63%. So in terms of the Republican votes, you can see here in terms of the votes are expected to be remain. At least we have some Republican votes as well, especially here in Bedford, in Augusta, in Rockingham, as I mentioned before, and Hanover. Hanover is the biggest so far, but the rest of them are in heavy Democratic areas, especially Fairfax. I mean, Fairfax. I'm talking about Fairfax all night long because we don't even have results there. And yeah, I mean, maybe I can do a poll, just saying something. Start a poll. Are you from Virginia? Just to check how many people from here are from Virginia. Because we do this, yes and no. Are you from Virginia? The Commonwealth of Virginia, as you know. Let's just see how many people here are from Virginia. Maybe not a lot of them, because this is actually national speaking. This election is not a lot specific to Virginia. This is going to impact the midterms, so it's actually... So right now we have 3 votes. All of them are in the no. We'll see about that. Maybe all of them will be in the no, or most of them. But okay, now we have still 3 votes. Okay, 58% of the vote is in. The margin is 5.2 points, and okay, now Prince William is at... Okay, Prince William is gone. Prince William is at 95% in. So the margin is 26. That is higher. That is higher than the margin Kamala got in 2024. So we have a new comment. This is all rigged for these evil Democrats. I mean, there's 0 evidence of that. Why are you saying that? I mean, you got the results. Why you're saying that based on completely zero substantial proof? There's 0 fraud here. I mean, you have Republican people in the precincts. When you're counting the votes, you have Republican people there checking if everything is correct. So there's not a chance that we have fraud here. And I mean, the no is winning, and the yes will probably surpass it, and probably will say, "No, that's rigging the system." That's not being rigged. That's just the counting the votes or counting the votes in heavy democratic areas. That takes a lot of time to count because they're heavy cities, and different from this county. For example, Buchanan. All the left to Buchanan, by the way, 5,000 votes is easier to count than 140,000 votes in Loudoun, and that's just the way it is. I mean, free the MAGA ICE hostages in the Gestapo camps. That's also another comment that, I mean, you're exaggerating the Gestapo thing, but okay. I mean, crybaby's gonna cry. I mean, you certainly interesting comments in right now. Okay, but okay, certainly very fun comments, very funny comments, and yeah. Okay, now we have 60 people watching. That's amazing. I mean, I don't know. What did you mean by SNE? No, whatever is that? I'm not sure about what you mean by that. But okay. Now we have 60 people at the same time. That's amazing. A new record now. And now we have 328 subscribers. You just want another 2 new subscribers. That's amazing. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your like as well to help the channel grow even faster. This is just for free. I'm not here being... and now you can tell me, probably if you're MAGA, you're going to say me, oh, you're being paid for the Democrats, probably because you're a Democrat, you're being paid for the MAGA people. I'm not being paid for anyone because I'm not just doing this. I'm just doing this because I love it. And that's the way it is. Now the lead is 100,000 votes, and Fairfax County is still missing. I don't know why, but okay, 1 hour has passed since polls closed, and Fairfax County is still, for some reason, missing. And okay, now we have an update from Fairfax County votes. They say 265 precinct election officers are delivering results to the government center tonight. Thank you all to of our officers, volunteers, and staff for your work. That's an official statement from Fairfax official clerk from the elections. Right now, Rico at 22. So which one is still okay? Okay, right now I just got Fairfax. And the first portion of Fairfax, and look at now, just the first portion of Fairfax, 9% of the vote in Fairfax, it was able to cut the margin by a point. That is 75-25. That should be the male absentee votes. Otherwise, okay, we do have the male absentee votes, but we're still missing more. We're still missing more male absentee votes there. In Fairfax, now we have 329 subscribers. Let's win more. Let's earn more. That is going great, I must tell you. But yeah, right now we just got the first update in Fairfax, and then we got a little of election day as well. Only about 5 precincts. We're still missing the 260 precincts to go. But that is interesting as well. Early voting now going for the yes. Election day as well to the yes. And that is interesting. But right now, it's only the first votes we got from Fairfax, and that is significant. That is going to the Democrats, as it was expected. We'll see the final margin in Fairfax. And right now, I'm not so sure about this, but look here. The lead is being cut right now. 4.3 for the no. That was over 10 at some point. Now I'm probably going to say, ooh, that's being rigged for the Democrats. Democrats are rigging. That's not true. I mean, that's the way they count the votes. They usually start with the more rural parts of the state because it's usually faster to count. And then we'll have the more suburban, the more populous parts that you can count. And right now, that's what we're going to have. Because that's usually what happens in Virginia. You start with this, the Republican votes come in, and then it starts inching a bit. And then you can end up above, like it happened in 2021 when Glenn Youngkin was able to win the governor race. Or it can happen like this one. That actually Abigail Spanberger was able to win this by 15. So you either can have both scenarios. And right now, we're tracking this to be, we already project this. I can tell you again, we project a yes to win. We project this at 7:16 p.m. Eastern time. Right now it's 8:07. So, I mean, we're already very advanced when you compare to other people right now. Democrats, I'm sorry, I'm going to read the comment just very, very fast. I'm sorry. Let me just here try to read the comments. So Democrats figure out what a woman is. I mean, it doesn't matter. Trump is running for a 3rd term. I mean, he can't run for a 3rd term. The Constitution is very clear on that. So he cannot simply say, I'm going to run for a 3rd term, and that's not the way he works. I mean, he has a Constitution. He already said multiple times that he cannot run according to the Constitution, and Democrats to figure out what a woman is. I mean, that doesn't mean anything right now. We're not discussing that. We're not discussing what a woman or what a man is. Virginia Beach right now, you asked me, is at 78% in, and the no is winning. 50.3 to 49.7. I mentioned that in my Twitter account today, that Virginia Beach should be red, must be red, and right now it is red. So you might think that's one of the arguments for the no win. However, if you go here in terms of the votes composition, we already almost everything in terms of the precincts are reported, and I suspect the votes are left are the early votes. But let's just compare 19,000 absentee votes. Let's compare here to the early voting. Just in a sense, so early voting in terms of returns, that's basically what you can get from Virginia Beach City. So we're not expecting more absentee votes, so not more Democrat votes there, or the yes votes. And the early voting, 39,000. Let's go here, 39,000. That's it. So now we're only expecting more election day votes, and that probably will come in, if you want my opinion, maybe we can check here. That probably will come in from heavy, and maybe we can go here from roads remaining. Yes, from heavy Democratic areas. That's what you see here. The bubble, bigger the bubble, the more votes are being expected. The color of the bubble, who's going to be expected to win in that county right now, and we expect the Democrats to win the majority of them, at least right now. But Virginia Beach could go to the Republicans, and that can still be not enough, because we'll see here 3 points. Even if you have a swing of 3, that won't be enough so far, because especially when we're seeing the swing around Fairfax, around the other major urban areas, to the Democrats in such big waves. So don't forget to subscribe. We're only 1 subscriber away until we reach 330. It's very important that you do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're independent. We're not assigned to any party. If you want the independent analysis, this is what you need to follow. Right now, the no just reached 1 million votes. Do they need yes to be in the lead in order to call it? Usually, no. That's not usually what happens. You don't need to be leading in order to have a projection, because they can look up the votes that are remaining, and that probably can be enough to make a call. But right now, I think they're being cautious, in the sense they want to see the rest of the votes in Fairfax County, and if the rest of the votes in Fairfax County are great, they probably will project it. But I think they're waiting too much. But that's just my view right now. Of course, they want to, as they have a lot of people watching, they simply cannot be wrong. At least that's my opinion. But I think I'm not wrong, at least from what I tell you. I mean, Loudoun County is beating the marks, also Prince William County, also Fairfax County. Also, when you go to Chesterfield, that's going for the Democrats right now by 8 points, and we're still missing early votes here. Right now, the New York Times is saying 3.5. I think it can be higher, but it can be lower as well, of course. But I think it can be higher because of the votes we have left. Right now, the margin is 4, but the majority of the votes in Fairfax County are not being counted yet. So, Trump is appointing more judges to the Supreme Court soon. I mean, of course, if one resigns, he will appoint more. That's for sure. God is in control. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if God is in control. Depends on what. So right now, God wants the yes to win, because right now yes won. So God wants the yes to win. Now just reached 330 subscribers. We just won 10 subscribers in this live stream. That's very fantastic, very amazing. Don't forget, again, let's reach now 340. And vote yes if you want to pay more taxes. I mean, the referendum is to have 4 extra members in the parliament for the Democrats. That doesn't actually mean you have to pay more taxes. And right now, 27 votes in the poll I mentioned about, are you from Virginia? And right now, the yes has 41% and the no has 59%. So that's another poll. That's not the referendum, but okay. And I mean, it's actually interesting that we actually get a lot of people from Virginia in this live stream. That's actually interesting, I must tell you. And now, okay, 52-48 now, 65% of the vote is in. Richmond is still at 15%, so we're still missing a lot of votes in Richmond, that can tell me. Look at the bubbles. The bubbles are very big, actually. Maybe I can start a new poll. So this poll ended, and I can start a new poll just by asking again: are you a Republican or a Democrat? Again, to just start the poll I started last time, because last time I got this poll, it was in previous live stream, of course, and we got 80-20. So 80% were Democrats in the poll where Ana Lilia Mejia won the election, the special election in New Jersey, the 11th congressional district. Right now, 80-20 is going. We'll see if this will go to the Democrats or the Republicans. So right now, the people interviewed in Fairfax, many responded no and said there were many referendum and Virginia has spoken in the past the same no, therefore no for many in Fairfax. I mean, no, the no will not win in Fairfax. Then I can risk my life. The no will not win in Fairfax. Fairfax is the biggest bedrock of the democratic movement in the state of Virginia, or the Commonwealth of Virginia. If you're from Virginia, you may think you may like it as a Commonwealth. But this is going right now by 40 points. I'm sorry, by 50 points. And it went for Kamala by 35. Of course, this won't be by 50. Probably this is the absentee votes. I believe of early votes mixed into, not a lot of election day. But this will not go for the no. I can tell you that. The margin will be crucial to see if the yes can actually win, but right now I'm predicting that yes will win. So, can you do Loudoun? Yes, I can do Loudoun. Let's go to Loudoun County. Okay, we just got more votes. Before I'm going to do that, I'm just going to look at this. I was talking about Fairfax, now is up to 20%. We're at 9%, now is 20%. The lead was cut to 3 points. The margin is around 60,000 votes, and the lead was cut a bit because I think we just got votes from the from election day vote. Let's just go here. Exactly. Now we're at like 2 precincts or 3 precincts reported. Now we're at 39 precincts reported. That is interesting. We're only 15%. So still missing some votes. Early voting will not be 11,000. I think it's closer to 170 or 180,000 or so. Mailed absentee 35,000. Let me just check if that is the total. That is not the total. We're still missing some mail-in votes, and in terms of the early votes, it's 126,000. So we're still missing that as well. And in terms of the results, they didn't project yet, but here in college is at close to 100%, so that is over. And that's it. Now let's talk about Loudoun County, because you asked me. So Loudoun County voted for Kamala by 16, and now it went for 22 points for the yes. As you can see, that was actually very interesting. And this is in part because Loudoun County has not a very large, but it has a portion of the population that is Latino, that probably voted for the Democrats in higher margin than it was in 2024. Of course, you need to make a huge comparison in order to just try to analyze it better. But right now, at least from what I can tell, that's probably what happens here. Suburban voters are voting probably the same as they voted in 2024. I thought that would be not the true thing about Virginia. I thought the suburban voters would probably vote more to the no because they thought this map was not fair, and it is not fair. I mean, you can argue everything that you want about the map. You can like it if you're a Democrat, but you cannot say that's fair because that is not fair at all. And that's a gerrymander, probably one of the worst, if not the worst gerrymander in the country. And right now, this is a huge overperformance. This is a suburban county. This is a suburban county just outside of Fairfax County. Very important for the Democrats. It's a high-income suburban county as well. And this is brutal, and they were able to get actually what they needed. And that's it. I mean, there's nothing I can tell more. We just lost a subscribe. Now we're at 329. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I mean, subscribe to the channel. We have 74 people watching. Now I'm going to do Northern. Now, let's just read for the counties, for the comments. New York Times projection did not move 1 inch. They're having no surprise in Fairfax thus far. Yeah, it's mostly going it with my prediction in Fairfax. Fairfax will become the worst to live in. Double property taxes than anywhere in Virginia. Court taxes, mill tax, food tax, tax. What a person do would still vote for the same party and expect a different outcome. I mean, you ask the people. I'm not from Fairfax. I can tell you that. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have their reasons, and that's it. I don't know. And I mean, subscribe to the channel. We were at 330 subscribers. Now we're at 329. I don't know why. Somebody just left the channel for some reason, but I don't know. And can you do Northampton? Yeah, I can do Northampton. Let me just read the rest of the comments. Go blue, go vote yes if you like paying for fraud. I mean, like, again, these comments. But okay, and can you do Northampton now? Let's go to Northampton County. Northampton County is right here. We already mentioned that one previously, and that went for the yes for 2 points. Kamala won this by 6, so now that was a closer margin as it was expected as well in Northampton County. 2 points now for the yes, as you can see here in terms of by precinct. I can tell you here. This is the votes we got by precinct. So basically the yes with the no was able to flip this precinct, if I'm not mistaken, in comparison to 24 and 24, but the rest of them were actually for the yes. If you compare the region, we don't have actually too much to say about Northampton. I just like in the sense that they vote with the winner most of the times, but the rest of it is mostly not significant because it's a very small county. Only 5,000 votes were cast here. And as you can see here, the early voting were able to win by around 300 votes, and the election day votes by around 300 as well, and the absentee basically by 200, and it went for the yes by by 2 points, by 3 points almost, and probably will be slightly higher by around 4 points when everything is counted, which will, in terms of the provisionals, and that will match the votes, at least the margin the New York Times is expecting, with 3.4. Let's go here again to see if they're projecting. I mean, the decision desk issue is still waiting in the projection, and here 81% for yes, so they're still standing at the same projection as a current project yes plus 2.5. That's interesting. I thought that would be more, that will be higher, but okay. So get the orange. I'm not gonna read that comment because it's a little bit offensive. And the map for yes vote is gerrymandered by any definition. 5 districts stretched to include Fairfax. They did that because they wanted to have the highest possible seats for the Democrats. So that was it, in the sense that they need to get a lot of votes from Fairfax County in order to get the votes for the Democratic Party. Otherwise, you cannot have Democrats around the state, because the Democrats are concentrating in Richmond, in the Democratic portions of Fairfax, and also around Norfolk and Virginia Beach City. So they actually need to do that thing. So now we're at okay. I mean, let's go. Let's just reach 350 subscribers. I'm gonna be here until we reach that. Of course, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm saying this thing and I'm being stupid, but okay. Because I mean, we did a projection earlier than anybody else. So if you want earlier projections, if you want things to be cleaner for you, faster, and also to be trustworthy, because probably you will listen to media and you don't think they are honest, you think they are being paid, manipulated, all of that stuff. So if you want things to be great and to be not in the sense that they're being biased, you can subscribe to the channel, because that's what really we talk here. We talk about elections in a sense that it's unbiased. I don't care. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I don't have anything to owe to any of the parties. So I don't have any type of bias when I'm analyzing the votes. So please, I mean, subscribe to the channel. I mean, that's really helpful for me and very helpful. I mean, if you like elections, this is certainly the place to be. And if you like to be in touch with with politics, that's also the certainly place to be, because you have videos, you have shorts about every major election, about every major update in turnout, about every major new in politics, and that, I think that's really, really great, to be honest. But okay, now let's just read the comments again. It's really hot here. Of course, I live in Portugal, as you know, and this is really hot here. I'm not American as well, but that's why I can be a little bit more unbiased than many people, because I'm not here supporting any party, and I cannot be elected to any office, so I'm really here at the unbiased possible level, if you will. Fight fire with fire. When you get punched in the face, you fight back. I mean, that's the excuse the Democrats is using to pass this map. And that's basically what they're saying, because Texas advanced with that map, also Missouri, also a lot of Republican states. That's why they're saying this about Virginia and also California. That's what Gavin Newsom said as well. Yes, effectively strips all other parties of any real chance to win seats in Virginia. This can actually be a dummy mander at some point, if the Republicans can actually have a good midterm, but I don't expect it to happen. But in comparison, like in 2028 or so, they can actually be I'm not going to say the word like it starts with an F and ends with an ed, but okay, they can actually be in a very bad position if the Republicans can actually have a great night, not in 2026, I suspect, but in 2028 possibly. They can actually lose some big number of seats, because many of them are between like 5 or 10 points, and if they can be all over at the same time, and they'll not be in a great position, I must tell you. Now, no third party into a state, one party by map districting, not by population, is not representation, is not legal. Actually, it is legal, because they were changing the constitution in order to make it legal, because it's not legal. According to the Constitution of Virginia, you need to basically to have a map that is designed and it's created by an independent commission. You're probably gonna argue that's not independent at all and all that stuff. Okay, it may not be, but Virginia map was actually fair before all of that stupid stuff with gerrymander across the U.S. That was actually a great map. I must tell you, it was one of the fairest map across all of America. And right now, what is interesting is this is not representation. I agree with you, but this is just what happens all across America. You go to Illinois, you go to Texas, you go to North Carolina, you go to Florida, you go to, I mean, let's go talk a bit about Wisconsin at some degree, all about Ohio, all about all of the Republican states and the Democratic states as well, like Maryland. For you to not say I'm biased, Maryland as well. You go to all of New England, it's very hard to get a Republican seat. That's true, but you actually get a lot of gerrymanders there as well. So you go, for example, to California right now. Also a little bit of Washington, I must tell you. And Trump needs to pull out and make Fairfax County a part of Washington, D.C. again. No, it's not. He needs 2 votes to make it an amendment, looking for the amendment process. Yeah, he needs 2 votes to pass. That is true. Florida needs 60%. And basically, it is a wider majority in that point. But Virginia is just 50 plus 1. So either can get 1 extra vote and 50%. Of course, you win the referendum. But right now, what is interesting about this, now we just got the margin is being cut at a real time. We just got now 29% of the vote in Fairfax. The margin is staying. And Enrico is at 22. Richmond is still at 29, so the margin will certainly be at, I think they're being wrong here. I think it'll be higher than 3.5 points, but I can be mistaken, of course. And we already make the projection, I'm going to say it again. The yes will win, that's our projection of our channel. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, I have 92 people watching. If you want unbiased content, if you want content that is not partisan, that is content that is real, authentic, that is not paid by any stupid stuff, or by any, like, PAC, you can subscribe to the channel. That'll help me a lot. That'll help as well the movement I'm creating here. So, let's continue. This just needs a simple majority to pass. So you either can get 50 plus 1, you get the referendum passed. The point is, this will pass by more than that. It will pass by like 4 and 5 points. So we'll see about that. What is more democratic than putting a proposed map up for a vote? It is democratic in that sense. It is. But that's also a problem with this. This opens a bad precedent in a sense that this is not democracy in a sense that you're not voting for your representative. Your representative is choosing the voters, literally. And that is not great for democracy. And yeah, right now, you can find the excuses you want, and you can say, oh, but we're doing this because the Republicans did the same with taxes, and they did, and I said all of the time, that is wrong, that is not correct, because you can just create a map and make it better for your party to get more seats, and that is correct. That is not correct. You will never be correct. It will never be correct. And that's just my opinion. I'm being very honest with you. I don't agree with what Texas did. I don't agree with what Virginia is doing right now. That's just my own opinion. Of course, you can have every opinion that you want, and everything will be welcomed. Look, now that the no is being cut, the lead down to now it's 22,000 votes, as it was expected. The Fairfax County is at 29%, so still waiting for a lot of votes here. At least I would say almost 100,000 still to be in that around of Fairfax. Exactly, they were projecting 100,000 or so. And we have a new comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're at 332, so we're still awaiting. I can do here something as well to make it. I'm sorry. Let's just do here something. Okay, now we have like 331 out of the 350. That's a goal. That's a target for tonight. Maybe I can change the color. Otherwise, it will be not great at all. But I can just make it here. So this is the goal for tonight. We're aiming at least for 350 subscribers. Let's go. We're only missing 19 right now. But okay, let's go. Let's subscribe to the channel now. I'm going to continue reading your comments. Don't forget to ask everything that you want. I'm going to be very happy to answer everything in the comments right now, because I'm really looking forward to that. Let's just hear something. Now we have 95 people watching. Let's switch to 100. We're almost there. We're almost there now. In the comments there, I'm just gonna read it. Wait a minute. Let me just do here something. Okay, so now let's just read. You still think yes wins? Chesapeake, Virginia Beach is neck and neck. Let's just go there. So Virginia Beach and Chesapeake. The Republicans can win both, and they still lose the referendum because the majority of the votes are in heavy Democratic areas. We just got a bit of Enrico. Now he's at 63% of the vote in, but it's 30 points. It's the same as Harris got, but I suspect the votes we're getting. Okay, election. It's the votes are left. The votes are left are in early voting. I suspect. Maybe we can check here. Maybe we can check. Let's just go here to the decision desk. Okay, decision desk issue projected a yes to win. Okay, it's the first one. It's the first media outlet to project the yes to win. We already did that 1 hour and 10 minutes ago. So please, guys, if you are there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We already project this thing not 10 minutes ago, not 20 minutes ago, not 30 minutes ago. We already project this 1 hour and 12 minutes ago. We project this at 7 p.m. 16. That was when I projected the election, the projection to the yes would win this election. I said that would happen, and right now it actually did. That was actually what I expected, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I just want to tell that it will certainly be interesting to watch, and I said that would happen, and it did. Right now, we're still missing a lot of votes in Fairfax. They'll probably net what it needs for this to flip. Also in Richmond County, we still have votes there left, and that's it. Now we have 104 people at the same time. Yeah, Decision Desk HQ called it. Yes. You know, like, madam, please. Now we're at, okay, we can, now I can edit this. I'm sorry, can edit the text, because right now we're at 333 subscribers. We're only 17 away until we reach our goal for this live stream. So as soon as it crossed the line, as always, Fairfax County determines the course of the whole state. Coincidentally, most of their population are government workers and lobbyists. I mean, Fairfax County determines because they have the highest population. It's 13% of the state or so. So actually, that makes a lot of sense. That it actually determines the state because it has a lot of population. But I think without Fairfax, Democrats might still pull this out. But I'm not so sure about that. I'm going to say that in the sense that I'm not going to be so sure. Okay, Hanover now is in. That was the last Republican county to be in. So it's finally starting to decrease. Let's go. I mean, it's 3.3. It's still saying the same. But yeah, the yes will win. That's for sure. Decision Desk should project it. We project this 1 hour and so ago. So that's why you should subscribe to the channel, because we already project this thing a long time ago, and now we just won another subscriber. Now at 334. I mean, that's why you should subscribe. It's because of a very simple reason. We were able to, I was able to make a projection much faster than what the media outlets said. I mean, if you don't have a lot of time, you came here at 7 p.m. to just watch the results. At 7:16, 16 minutes after the polls closed here in Virginia, yes won. I was able to project it, and now Decision Desk HQ 1 hour and 15 minutes later was able to do it as well. But we did much better in that regard, I must tell you. And yeah, right now, let's just go here, check again the votes. That's a margin of 34,000. Let's just go here again. As you can see here, the majority of the votes left are in the heavy Democratic areas. You can see here by the size of the bubbles. And only in Fairfax we have 100,000 votes, so that is it. Now they upped the estimate to 3.4. It was 3.3 previously. We're here for 1 hour and 50 minutes or so, and now we're at a okay, we just lost a subscriber. I don't know why. 333 again. For some reason, I don't know why did that happen, but okay. And yeah, I mean, don't forget, I'm gonna say it again, subscribe to the channel if you're new, because okay, now we just lost another subscriber. I don't know why, but okay, let's just cut into that. Now we just won another subscriber. I don't know what's happening, guys. But yeah, we have now 109 people watching. That's a new record, if I'm not mistaken. That's why, I mean, if from those 109 we can get 50 subscribers, that will be certainly a lot of new subscribers there, and that will be very, very interesting for sure. Right now, as you can see here, we're just approaching now 2.4 million votes counted, because cast would probably be around 3.4 or so, and that's it right now. Certainly very interesting. Alexandria 95% plus, so we're not getting more votes in Arlington, also in Alexandria. Loudon is all the way in, Princeton is all the way in, Chesterfield is actually 62%, so we're still waiting for more votes there. Montgomery actually finished red, but I said I would need to go red, as you can see here, but it actually went red, but not as the margin needed. We actually filled some of the requirements, but for example, Chesterfield was not red. Virginia Beach is still waiting for votes, and that will be interesting as well to watch. Here in Fairfax, as you can see, majority of us are in precinct reporting already. Okay, let's just wait here. Let's just read now. Just on a comment here. I'm generally not a fan of referendum. See what happened with Proposition 65 in California. This is why we're Republican, not a direct democracy. I mean, they needed the referendum for this to pass, if I'm not mistaken. I think they cannot do this without a referendum. That's why they passed the referendum. It was like being mandatory to change the constitution. They needed a referendum. So that's it. I mean, that is the reason why it happens. It's not because they very much like democracy. It's because they were made into having this. Okay, we just lost another subscriber. Now we're at 333 again. I don't know why. Let's go. Let's just reach now. We're only missing 17. Let's go, guys. We're only here stuck at 334. We cannot actually go to 335, but okay. I was just saying in general. I mean, yeah. I mean, you do have some advantages and disadvantages. For example, if you go to Switzerland, they have a lot of referendums basically for everything. I think it's 4 times per year or 5 times per year they have referendum about every major issue. Like, you want to tax that thing, you want to increase that tax, you're gonna increase funding for that thing as well. That has a referendum there basically for everything, which is actually interesting. But here in the US, you don't actually have that. Inside the states, you have the ballot measures. That's actually a comparison with Switzerland, but yeah, in the terms of a national referendum, that's interesting. What you think about a national referendum in the US about, like, you wanna, for example, legalize abortion? I know it's a very sensitive topic. It's a very controversial topic. You want to legalize abortion? Why don't you go just to have a national referendum about it? I mean, I'm just saying this as a suggestion. It's not something. Of course, it's just an hypothesis. And let's go here again. Now 50.6, 49.4. The margin is 31,000 votes. But the majority of the vote, yeah, Fairfax at 29%. I don't know what Fairfax is taking so long to count everything tonight. I don't know. Usually they're fast. Okay, we got more votes in Fairfax. No, we didn't. I'm sorry. I mean, still having 96 people watching. Yeah, certainly interesting what's happening here. But okay. Now we have 1,000 views in the live stream. 63 hours watched. 63 hours watched. It's really remarkable. I mean, 63 hours is like 4 days. Almost, no, not 4 days. 3 days. I'm sorry. 3 days is 72 hours, so it's almost 3 days. It's really amazing. But okay. The point now will be to just watch the yes flipping the vote. Let's just go to CNBC. They didn't have a projection yet. And CNN. Okay, still waiting for the projection in CNN as well. But for example, in Albemarle, the Democrats can get around 4,000 extra votes. I don't know. Let's just take this out. It doesn't really matter. And also this one. Okay, now he's at 50.48%. So now we'll be here waiting for the flip. This will happen eventually. Minute after minute, this will probably happen. Now we have 110 people watching at the same time. That's amazing. It's amazing. 110 people watching. Thank you so much for being there. Don't forget, I'm going to say it again, subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you want and buy stuff, you can subscribe to the channel. It will be, you answer me? It will be a mass, just like the EU-wide referendum. Countries too big and too diverse for one-size-fits-all solution. Yeah, maybe you're right. That's why I said it was just an hypothesis. It was not something I was saying just for real, just to see what your opinion in the topic. And we don't have EU referendums as well, so that actually makes sense. We had, like, in Portugal, we actually didn't have a referendum when we joined the EU, but for example, in some countries they did have a referendum to join the EU if they wanted or not. But we won't know. I mean, probably you won't, but not the people of Virginia, because we already projected the yes to win right now. So right now the margin is closing a bit. As soon as more votes are coming in from Fairfax and from all of the Democratic areas, you can see here, that will certainly be netted out. We still have some Republican votes, but is not as significant as the Democratic votes there. And okay, now just reached the 335. We're only now 15 subscribers away until we reach our fantastic goal of 350 subscribers. So easy yes wins will just change again next time. Throwing an entire constituency representation is not how our government is supposed to operate. I agree that is not how it's supposed to operate. Neither in Virginia, neither in Texas, neither in Missouri, neither in California, neither in Illinois, neither in Maryland. We have a lot of states. I mean, like almost 100% of the states, they have gerrymander, and that they are gerrymander at a certain degree. So I mean, if you go to Illinois, it's more gerrymandered than Texas, but they're still gerrymander at some point, so that's bad. And now the lead is 23,000. This is closing in fast. And now it's 0.40, it's 0.92%, 0.92 percentage points, I'm sorry. And as you see, you're now 0.88%, 88 points exactly, I'm sorry. And now here, Okay, another state navigate just projected the yes to the constitutional amendment has now effectively passed. Because now the yes is winning here. I don't know why. Maybe they got more in Fairfax. No, why is the yes winning here? I'm not so sure, okay, but doesn't matter. They say the yes is winning. I don't know why, but okay. Maybe we'll know why soon. Okay, now we're only 15 subscribers away. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I'm gonna say it again. Virginia Beach now at 86% in. Chesapeake is at 68%. So I think Chesapeake will probably flip. Virginia Beach, I'm not so sure about it. There's still some votes there, for sure, but we're still waiting for more. I'm just gonna now drink a little bit of water. I'm gonna be back soon in just like 30 seconds or so, because I'm here talking for like 1 hour and 50 minutes, almost 2 hours, and I didn't even drink water yet. So I'm gonna just drink water. I'm gonna be back in 30 seconds. Don't leave the live stream, because I'm gonna be back very, very soon. Okay, guys, I'm back. It was just a quick break. I don't know how many people I was able to lose in the live stream. Only right now it seems like 10 or so, but not really significant. So let's just read the comments again. Frankly, the impact of gerrymandering is overstated. What's a few districts here or there when we have 435? Also, that's very interesting stuff. 435 districts is not, at least for me, in my opinion, sufficient to represent the US properly. Because, I mean, look, in Portugal, I know this is bad as well, but we have 230 representatives. Of course, you have your own state representatives, but that's not the same as being in Washington. Also, you have 100 senators. We don't have senators. But the problem is, you have only 435, which is like one each 800,000 people or so. We have one each 40,000 people. Of course, you don't need to have this hugely overly representation, but I suspect we need. I think the U.S. should increase the number of members of parliament. I'm gonna go with 4,000. No, I mean that's too. I think that's too much. But okay, those different states balance each other out. I mean, they probably do, but still. But still, I think that we could. Why not proportional representation instead of having the FPTP system, like first in first past the post system, like you have right now? Why don't you have proportional representation? So you either get 50% of the vote in the designer state if you vote 50% for the Democrats. Why don't you have 50% of Democrats in the parliament in that state? It's just a question. Usually I have that question as well. So now we're still at the 335 subscribers. I don't know why this is still a bit stuck in that area. Now the margin just decreased again to 19,000. I'm sorry, 21,000 votes. That's now 21,000. Fairfax is still at the same point, and as you can see here in terms of the votes, most of them are concentrating. We got Virginia Beach. No, we're still waiting for more there. Also Chesapeake, same thing. Okay, now the yes flipped. The yes took the lead. The yes now took the lead in the Virginia redistricting referendum as it was expected. The yes now took the lead. 81% of the vote is in. The yes, as it was expected. I said this almost, and you can tell me, and this is true for the ones who are here for a long time. I said this 1 hour and 30 minutes ago, almost, that the yes would win the election, and now we're actually seeing this. CNBC still didn't project. Of course, CNN didn't project as well. They are usually the most conservative ones in terms of projections. The New York Times didn't want. I need to say props to State Navigate and also to Decision Desk HQ because they were able to make a projection. I was able to make one much faster than them. Maybe because they were more conservative. I understand that, but still, I got the info about Loudon, Prince William, a lot of the votes around in these heavy Democratic areas like Chesterfield, for example. This will still go to more Democratic, I suspect. Very big win. And I must tell you, though, yes, we'll win this. I said that would happen. We're still now. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's subscribe to the channel. I mean, now we have 77 hours watched. This is huge. 1.6 thousand views. Trump 2028, baby, all the way. I mean, Trump cannot run in 2028. That's the way it is. He cannot run for more than 2 terms. He already got 2 terms. That's the Constitution. He cannot change it. I mean, you can change the Constitution, but it's very difficult to do so. So, I mean, it's not easy. So, and if Trump wants to do that, he probably needs to act quickly because the Democrats will get the majority next year. At least that's my prediction right now for the House. And in the Senate, that will be a very tough situation. I mean, if Cornyn loses in Texas in the primary against Paxton, probably the Democrats can win the Senate majority. But it will be a very difficult scenario to be put into because the map is so great for the Republicans in the Senate. It's too close. I don't like it. I mean, right now it is too close. It's only 0.6, and it certainly is close. But I mean, right now, I think the yes will probably win by around 3 to 5. That was my prediction. 3 to 5 in the yes. Right now, New York Times is saying 3.3, so that's actually inside my parameter. But I think it will be certainly slightly higher than that. I think it can be because the majority of votes are in Fairfax County and they're getting huge margins. They're still expecting 50, so we're still waiting for 50% of the vote in Fairfax. That probably is the election day vote, but I can check. No, we're actually getting a lot of election day vote already. We already got 60% of the precincts already reported, so we're just waiting for more early voting to come in. I think it's 120,000. So we're just waiting for 100,000 votes in terms of the early voting, and in terms of the in terms of the election day vote today, we're just waiting for around 80,000 or so. So we're actually waiting for more early votes in Fairfax County. Here, in terms of the total early voting amount, right now we're at 740,000. I think the indecision desk we got around early voting 1 million. So we're still waiting for at least 250,000 in terms of the early voting. And then election day vote was actually brutal turnout today. We have now 100 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget now, we're only at 335 subscribers. Let's go. The target is 350. I'm gonna say it again. We have 100 people watching. I'm gonna do now a new different poll. I'm gonna end this one because most of you are Republicans, which is actually interesting. 57 votes, and we have 79% of them said that they are Republicans. Very interesting stuff. I never thought that would be possible considering the result. I thought we would have more Democrats, but it's the same. I'm gonna be happy with everyone that's watching, and that's certainly great. I'm gonna just now initiate a new poll. And are you a subscriber? And that's the new poll. I'm gonna do it just to see how many people here are subscribers. Yes and no, of course. Let's go here now. Let's start the poll now. I suspect most of you are not subscribers, but okay, let's just now start the poll. And now the margin is 0.6. Okay, now it's 50-50. And yeah, as you can see here, Montgomery. So from the targets I got, Chesterfield must be red. Chesterfield was not red, and he won't be red when more votes are coming in. Enrico within 20. Enrico is almost all the way in, is at 24, not within 20. Montgomery must be red. Montgomery is red. Loudoun County close to 10 points. It's over 22, not close to 10 points. Not great. Stafford should be red by 5. Stafford was red by 1, not enough. And Virginia Beach City must be red as well. Right now it is red, but we're still waiting for 11% of the vote. So they match some of the requirements, but many of them, especially Democratic areas, they're not able to do that. Now we have 122 people watching. I mean, now we have 7 votes and 3 people are subscribers. And now we have 8 votes, 4 and 4. Now we have 4 subscribers and 4 non-subscribers. So for those who are not subscribers, here in the channel, you'll have every election coverage in America that is important. I mean, every Tuesday we're here, or every Wednesday, or when we have results actually, and we're gonna be here watching everything, basically tracking everything that matters inside the elections, talking about early voting, turnout, what is great for the Democrats, what is good for the Republicans, will this be great, will this be bad. We're gonna be here talking about Texas primary. Don't forget that, the runoff, because John Cornyn in Paxton. We'll see that runoff happening on at the end of May. I think it's May the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. Also, don't forget, and also very important stuff, we'll have primaries on May the 6th. So that is in 2 weeks from now. Also very important primaries. Then we're gonna have May, and the month of May is gonna be filled with primaries. And don't forget midterms this year in 2026 in November. The Democrats are expected to win that thing by a substantial margin, but we'll see if that is actually true or not. And we just reached another subscriber, 336. Let's go. We're now only 14 away from our goal of 350 subscribers. The Democrats are winning this by 0.6. The yes in the referendum. Don't forget, this is the new map. This is the new map here with the borders. This is by precinct in 2024. As you can see here, all of the districts, they stretch out from Fairfax County and they go all the way in. Like, for example, look at this one. It stretched it out. Look at this. This one is, I think it's the most disgraceful. Look at this. It goes, I'm sorry. It goes all the way from Arlington. You go a little bit of Woodbridge here around Fredericksburg, Virginia. It goes all the way to this part that is Republican. Then you go to this one here. It's still the mass. You go to Arlington, you have a bit of Fairfax, Prince William County, Manassas, have a little bit of Stafford as well, Spotsylvania, and you go to all the subs around Hanover County, around Eureka, around the suburbs of Richmond. This is also very, very interesting. As you can see, from Arlington, you go to Fairfax County. Very interesting in the sense that this is really bad. I mean, look at this shape of this district. It's just awful at every thing you can imagine. And also you have this one here. You have a little bit of Arlington, Fairfax County, Prince William County as well. And then you go outside to get more Republican votes outside of it. It's just disgraceful, I must tell you. Now the margin is still standing at the same, 14,000 votes. For some reason, we're still waiting for votes in Fairfax County, only 50% in there. Okay, now we just gained another subscriber, 337 now. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a lot of videos. Don't forget, we have 3 videos per week: Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Everything at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So when you're having lunch, you can watch the videos to cover everything that you need to know about politics in America and also about elections. So Glad Spamberger is taxing the hell out of Virginians. I mean, I'm really. I don't know about that. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I'm not into the mood of Virginia gubernatorial now, about Virginia governorship. How is Spamberger doing? I just saw a poll about Spamberger that says that her approval rating is at 47%. So he's basically evenly divided between approval rating, between her approval and her disapproval. He's at 47% or so. It's better than Trump in Virginia, of course, because Virginia is a slightly blue state. But are you a subscriber right now? The poll has 16 votes, and a majority of you says that you are not a subscriber. So don't forget, for those 62% that says you're not, you can now vote. And look at this. Projection now in the New York Times. You have now 100 people watching at the same time. You have Virginia. Virginia voters approved a congressional redistricting measure. The race has been now called by the Associated Press, and also at CNBC. I'm sorry, at the NBC News. I'm sorry. And in CNN, it has also been called for the yes. So they are all called at the same time. I mean, this is, I don't know, they all called at the same time. We called this almost 2 hours ago. I'm going to be very proud to say that we were able to call this race not 1 hour ago, but 2 hours ago. That's really, I'm really happy to be able to make this projection 2 hours ago, almost at 7 p.m. 16. We're able to make this projection. So that's why you should subscribe, because we're able to make these projections very fast. I just looked at the results. We got the votes in Loudoun, got the votes in Richmond, we got also the votes in Virginia Beach City area, and I thought, this is not possible. This is not possible for the no to win. That's why we make the call. It was not, I mean, probably going to say it's premature. It was not premature. I knew what's going to happen here because of the votes we got. And then we got Fairfax. It was just a confirmation that the decision that's executed and projected the race as well. So now we have I think we're still stuck at the same. We're still stuck at the 337 subscribers. Let's go. If you vote yes on this, then you deserve everything that comes your way. I mean, yeah, I mean, you deserve your consequences of your vote. That's true. That's the democracy you have. And hope Virginia like being a communist and kept being poor. But how is Virginia communist saying? How is anything in the United States communist? Like, even Mondani is not communist. He's probably a little bit of a socialist, but not communist. Even Mondani, and Mondani is probably the closest to that. Now we have 2,000 views and 116 at the same time. Took them forever. Okay, and now let's just go here. I mean, they really took a lot of time because they want to be cautious. They say all of that stuff. Oh, we want to be cautious. We want to have a lot of 100% sure that this is gonna pass. But I mean, they had this thing here in terms of the where yes and vote and no are in the tracking the reported vote, and they basically have the yes beating every estimate. That's why I suspect the margin will be slightly higher, but okay, because we still have provisionals. Don't forget the margin will probably increase for the Democrats as more days are coming in, because the margin we have right now, I'm sorry, the margin we'll have probably on Friday is with the provisionals, and they'll probably be Democratic, slightly more Democratic, and that's it. I'm just gonna do another quick break. I'm just gonna drink a bit of water again, because yeah, I mean, my throat is not in the best condition possible, I must tell you. Okay, I'm back. I'm back now. Like 30 seconds or so, and yeah, nothing new here. I don't know what I need to tell you more. I don't know what this is showing Caroline as. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but okay. And if you have any question about any election, I'm gonna be very happy to answer to you, not just about Virginia tonight, but maybe about Texas, about anything that you want to talk about, even midterms. I'm gonna be very happy to answer. That's why we have this time right now, because we're just waiting here for them to count. Maybe I don't know. I can end the live stream right now, but maybe I can wait right now some more minutes until we have more votes in Fairfax, because I just want to check the final margin here, and also in Richmond, because we're still at 60% in Richmond. And right now in Virginia Beach City. So Chesapeake actually flipped, as it was expected, as I said this would happen, probably. And Virginia Beach, we'll see about that. We'll see about that, because this is interesting. Let's just check Virginia Beach. We're still waiting for Virginia Beach right now. We're still waiting for 7 precincts. Okay. Early voting, I think it's... Okay, it depends on the precincts right now. I don't know where the precincts are. Maybe I can check it here. Let's just update this thing as well. So now we're only missing 13 subscribers until we can reach the 350 mark. I mean, we're almost there. So subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow, because we're almost there. We're almost there. It just took. Now we have 93 people. If just 13 of you subscribe, we can reach the goal, and then I'm gonna be over. I'm gonna end the live stream. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So as you can see here, the majority of the votes are left are in, I think it's evenly split. So this is going to be very interesting to check, because it's very evenly split between the Democrats and the Republicans. You have some Democratic pockets in the yes, the green, but also the purple has some pockets as well. So we'll have to wait. In terms of the votes that are remaining, as you can see here, have the biggest pockets are in Fairfax County. So let's see over here. Of course, you do have some votes as well in Richmond and also in Chesterfield County. Chesterfield County still has a lot to go, especially in those Democratic places. And also, I'm sorry, Bedford County, Rockham County, and also Augusta County. Those are still waiting to count the votes. But this will be certainly interesting. certainly interesting. Now we have 218 people at the same time. That is amazing. That is literally amazing. Now, I don't know, but you guys, you're watching the live stream, but you don't subscribe. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not gonna stop here. I'm gonna have videos, and tomorrow, I'm not gonna promise that tomorrow we'll have a video. Probably we won't, but on Friday we'll have a new video. Maybe talking about Texas, about another video about Texas, because we just got a new round of polls about Texas, about Pakistan Cornyn race, and that will be certainly interesting to talk about it, to just analyze how that could mean for what that could mean for the general. I still think that Cornyn is better for the general in the sense that he's able to get. Okay, we just got votes. I'm sorry. And he was in Fairfax County. Look at that, 75% now in Fairfax. 87% of the vote is already in now. And now the yes is at 69, and Kamala got 66. So that will probably end above Kamala's number. Kamala's number in Fairfax. Very interesting stuff, by the way. And I never thought this would be possible there. The margin will be closer. Why? Because the votes outside of the Democratic areas, like in very Republican areas, like Buchanan and Tazewell, they really turned out today. The problem was the Democrats also turned out in Fairfax, and they were making up the difference. Even though it's not enough, but they were making up the difference. Right now, the yes is at 1.7. I think with the rest of the votes, it's probably going to come up to at least 4. I would say 4 or 3 or 4. 3 or 4, maybe. Okay, now we are at 339 subscribers. Now we're only 11 away until my goal of 350. So we're almost there. My goal, as I told you a lot of times, is to get monetized by year end. So man means reaching 1,000 subscribers. In terms of the hours, is actually quite easy. We need 4,000. I know it seems a lot, but it's not a lot when we can get just in a live stream like today 106 hours. And in the hours, I'm quite fine. I don't care about the hours right now because I think I'm quite great at that point. And the point is the subscribers. We need 1,000. We're only at 339 right now. Maybe so that's still the point here. And if you want to support me, that's why you should subscribe, because that's really the point I'm missing here is the subscribers. And yeah, that's it. That's it. We're still waiting. The subscribers is really the problem here. I don't know, YouTube does that. I don't know why, because probably it's much easier to win subscribers with a short, with a viral short, or those things. But this is probably much harder because I'm here saying something that is, I mean, some news channel or so, politics is probably harder to and to have a lot of people enthusiastic about my channel, because it's, and now we just reached 340. That's amazing. I mean, guys, thank you. And I'm gonna be very grateful for that. This is really amazing, I must tell you, to reach 340. Today I started the live stream at 320, so that's 20 new subscribers today, which is great. Of course, it's not as great as it was in the live stream on the last Thursdays, when it was the New Jersey 11th between Joel Hathaway and Ana Lilia Mejia. That, by the way, some of you guys in the last live stream, you said that you didn't know when Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, is gonna, like, basically sworn in Ana Lilia Mejia, the Democrat, because he also took a lot of time to sworn in the Democratic candidate and won in Arizona. I'm not so sure, but I don't remember her name, to be honest. I'm sorry. And basically he sworn out. He sworn in Ana Lilia Mejia. I think it was on Saturday or on Monday. It was something in like that. So he's actually quite fast. I must tell you. Right now here, okay, Fairfax County still at 75. We're on the lead with 1.4 right now. And yeah. Okay, maybe I can edit here the test, because the text to 340. We're only now 10 subscribers away until we're able to reach our goal of 350. And guys, I mean, now, okay, we can end this poll. 67% of you are not subscribers. I already know that now. And if you want any, like, I'm not going to do any poll about it. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But if you have any question, I mean, I'm going to be very happy to answer you. That's what I said last time, so I'm going to say it again, because I just wanted you to feel comfortable about it. And okay, now we are 90% of the votes in. I'm just waiting for the, maybe I'm going to end the live stream after we get the votes in Richmond City. Okay, Virginia Beach is over? No, it's not. We're still waiting votes there. And that's it. I mean, yeah, we're still waiting votes there. when we have the rest of the votes in, probably around. The votes are left. The lowest are in Franklin City, Frederick, Albemarle. Albemarle is around Charlottesville, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly, it's around Charlottesville. Charlottesville is a very big city for the Democrats. He voted 85 to 15. That's in comparison. That's higher than what Kamala got in 2024. Vote no. I mean, you can still vote no. I mean, you cannot because the polls are already closed, but no lost the election by around 1.4 points. It probably will be higher, like 2 or 3 points, probably even closer to 4 if they can actually get some votes. But this was actually the estimate that the New York Times got before the election started. So this was actually interesting. They were able to nail out. Also the polls. The polls said a lot of the polls said 4 points, so they were actually able to get this thing correctly, which is interesting and also nice to get as well. Okay, now we just want another subscriber. We're only now 9 away until we have the infamous mark of 350 subscribers. That's just 35% away out of 1,000, as you know. Now we just got some new votes, and yeah, I mean we're here for almost 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and 20 minutes right now. We're here with 2,663 views, 118 people at the same time. Literally amazing. I just want to thank you guys for all the support. It's such an amazing thing to have you here, and I must tell you, it's really amazing, really, really amazing. I don't really have words to, because I mean, when I started the live stream, I thought maybe I'm not gonna have basically anybody here because this is a very big election, and I think the NBC News and also CNN is covering this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I can check if they are or not. Maybe not now because we already have this thing projected, but maybe they are. I mean, this is a big election, and that's why I'm actually saying this thing as quite big. And to have these people here, not on YouTube, not in a mainstream media channel, I don't have anything against them, but I just know that maybe sometimes independent people can actually do great stuff or greater stuff than what those people that are specialists, at least they call them specialists, they do. And that's really interesting. Okay, CNN is not covering this, but I know NBC is actually doing the coverage, so okay. And we have 341 now. We just got more votes. I'm just gonna open here again YouTube. Now we have 119 people watching still, which is amazing. 55 likes in the live stream. Don't forget 56 now. Don't forget like the live stream as well. Help the YouTube to promote the live stream even more. That helps the channel even more as well. If you don't want to subscribe to the channel for some reason, you can just like the live stream. That'll help the channel even. That'll help the channel as well, and that'll be great for sure to help the channel. Now we have, for some reason, we have 7 dislikes. I don't know. I know you cannot see the number of them, but there's 7 of them. I don't know why. Maybe because you don't like the result. But I mean, if you don't like the result, it's not my fault because I didn't vote. I can tell you I didn't vote. I'm not even in the U.S., so I didn't vote for sure. And the votes we got right now, I mean, are democratically cast, and I mean, you should accept the result. The Republicans did great in turning out the voters in the rural parts, but they missed out to turn out voters around the major Democratic places. I would say here, especially here around Fairfax County, they were not able to catch momentum here around Arlington, around Alexandria. We don't even really have. As you can see, just the remaining votes. We don't really have in terms of the swing. I don't know why they don't have the swing map. I thought the New York Times would have that, but they don't have for some reason. But okay. Maybe CNBC has. Okay, they don't have as well. Maybe because it's not Republicans and Democrats, it's no and yes. But okay, but that's the same thing, to be honest. The yes is the Republican, the Democrats, and the no is the Republicans. Now we're only missing 400,000 votes until we have everything counted. Now we have 96 people watching, so we're actually getting less and lesser people here. Don't forget, for the 96 people that are there, thank you so much for being there. And now we're only missing 9. Let's go reach just our goal of 350 subscribers, and then I'm gonna end the live stream, if that's possible, because I'm not sure if that's possible or not. And yeah, blue wave. That's what you mean by that. Maybe the blue wave in November. Today is certainly not a blue wave. This is a win for the Democrats, but it's not a blue wave at all. A blue wave would be 10 plus points. Right now, we really not seeing that. Now the margin just increased to 1.6. We're not seeing a blue wave in this election. at least in this referendum, because we saw some independents voting with Republicans and also Democrats in many of these Republican areas. I don't know, but it's the only excuse we can find to have this overperformance in the Republican areas, but then just failed miserably to turn out voters in the Democratic ones. You just go for example to, I don't know, Giles County, for example, 79-21. That's around 58 points. Trump got 55 again. Or performance. Go Bland. That's 92-8. But we're still waiting for votes. Okay, so that the margin will not hold. Tazewell, 88-12. That's 70. That's 70. That's 76 points. Trump got 69. You go to Buchanan. That's 76 points. Trump got 71. So a higher shift than what is needed. That what was needed in those places. The problem, now we just lost a subscriber again, 340. That's sad. That's really sad. Let's go, guys. Let's subscribe. I mean, don't just unsubscribe to the channel. That's just not great. I mean, why you're doing that? That doesn't make any sense. I think I'm doing a quite great job. I mean, we projected this at 7:16. Now it's 9:09. So practice almost 2 hours ago, and the others only project like 30 minutes or so. So I mean, we're doing much better than the other people right now because we're able to project it much faster. And from those that are there since we began the live stream, you can tell that it's gonna just move forward. I'm moving backward until we go to the minutes, and you can see my projection. So yeah, 76 still in Fairfax, 95% now in Alexandria. And that's it. I mean, certainly interesting. But Allegheny County, for example, 56 points, Trump 48. So, I mean, this is certainly be an overperformance in those places. You can just go, for example, to Hanover County. That's over. Yeah, that's over. 34 points, Trump 26. So they did much better in those places. Even Spotsylvania 10, that was the equal. Stafford, it was almost the same 2-point shift. Caroline was 2-point shift as well. So not a lot of shifts. Now we have 85 people watching now. And now we have 342 subscribers. There's only 8 now. 8 away from our goal. 8 away. Not forget to subscribe now. We're almost there. And don't forget as well, we're going to have a lot of videos. So if you're subscribing right now, you may like the video. So yeah, I mean, welcome to the post America era. I mean, what you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. But Trump caved big time. I mean, he's not responsible by this, to be honest. I know his approval rating is very down, is a lot down in Virginia, but I mean, he's not so responsible by this result because, to be honest, the result was expected. I mean, Virginia is a blue state. It's a swing state that leans blue. I would call it a blue state because it's a state that voted Democratic in the last, like, since 2009, the Republicans only won statewide once. That was 2021 with Glenn Youngkin, and Biden administration was a lot of exhausted after the pandemic. So, I mean, that was actually not a lot of comparable, I would say. So in the last, since 2009, only once Virginia was able to vote for a Republican statewide. I mean, if you count, of course, the Attorney General and Lieutenant Governor, they voted 3 times because, of course, in 2021 everything went for the Republicans. But I mean, only at one time or at one election cycle, the Republicans were able to win Virginia. So this is actually a blue state, in my opinion. Let's go Democrats. And good luck to the midterms. That will be also interesting now. Now we're at 344 subscribers. Only 6 now away. We're almost there. Quite happy. We're still maintaining 100 people watching. I mean, you guys are still there. We got now 3,000 views. That's amazing. I must say now, I'm quite happy. And we have now 130 hours watched. You know what? So we against Epstein Files supporters. Virginia 1, MAGA 0. That is true. Virginia voted. I mean, it's not like Virginia 1 is like Democrats 1 or so, because Virginia 1 is like, I mean, if Virginia voted with the Democrats tonight, yeah, that's true, but it's like Democrats won this by more than 2 points, that's for sure, because the votes are left out in Fairfax. And Fairfax can still net out to the Democrats around 50,000, and this area here around 30,000. They'll net you around 100,000, I would say, and then probably the Republicans going to get like 10,000 or so. So that will probably net you out 90,000 for the margin. The Democrats probably going to win this by around 100,000 votes. 100,000 votes is not very significant. Kamala won this by 250, but of course that's a much higher turnout election. Not a lot of high turnout, but it's like we got like 65% of 2024, which is not bad. And don't forget, this is the map we're actually seeing. This is the new map of Virginia. It's a very, I mean, look at this district. It's the only Republican district left in the map, and it's very Republican. You don't barely see a precinct that is blue. A precinct, I'm not even talking about a county. But okay, let's just read our comments again. Now we're at 345. We're almost there now. Let's go. Let's go. Only 5 now away. Only 5 now away. Can you reach more? I don't know, but let's go. Let's go read the comments now. We're talking about blue wave now, Delaware. We were very happy. Quite a lot of Democrats right now. We did a poll last time that showed a lot of Republicans actually. 79% are Republicans. I'm gonna do the poll again because that'll certainly be interesting to watch again, whether you are Republican or not. Because we already got now the enthusiasm is out the Democratic side because you won the election. So maybe a lot of Democrats are here. I must say. We'll see about that. Let's just go now, start the poll again. Are you a Republican or a Democrat? Probably you'll see more Democrats than Republicans right now. Probably you'll see this. Look at this. The margin is now at 3. It's at 2.6. We just got more votes in Fairfax. The margin is still standing. And we're still waiting for more votes out of Richmond City area. That probably will net you out. The margin is now close to 100,000 votes. And that's it. The margin is now close to, is at 2.6. And I said this would happen. I said all the time, don't forget. The no will have an earlier lead, but that will net out as more Democratic areas are turning out votes. And right now, we just got that. Now we have more Democrats, at least so far. 67-33. That's the margin we have so far. Now we just gained another subscriber at 346 now. We're only 4 subscribers away until we reach our magnificent goal of 350. Let me just do it now. Quick break. I'm just gonna drink a little bit of water because I'm in 2 hours and 30 minutes here, speaking like every single minute. It's really remarkable, I must tell you. So I'm back, and yeah, right now we're still at 94%, 2.4. I think we just got votes from the Republican areas. I'm not so sure, maybe not. And let's go to Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is still standing at red, so Virginia Beach probably can go red. That's interesting. We're still now we have everything is projected in the precincts. Yeah, I think Virginia Beach is over. Yeah, I think everything is projected. We're still waiting for the provisionals and the post-election ballots that probably will go towards the Democrats slightly, but I don't know if that will be enough to net out 2,000 votes. That's what they need right now. Now we have 81 people watching. That is going down slightly. We're now at 346. We're only 4 subscribers away until polls close. That is amazing, I must tell you. We're almost there. That's it. We're almost there. Let me just do here something very quick. Yeah, now we have 87 people watching. Yeah, now in the poll we have 62% Democrats and 38% Republicans. So yeah, I mean, now we have more Democrats. That means the enthusiasm is growing in the Democratic side as it was expected, as now the yes is winning. We're almost reaching 3 million votes. We're still missing 270,000 votes there. But yeah. But yeah, that's it. I mean, guys, we're almost finishing the live stream. We're only now 4 subscribers away until when we reach 350. I'm gonna end the live stream because that's the goal. That's the goal for this live stream. I set out a goal of 350 subscribers. That was a bold goal when I thought about it. 30 subscribers in a 320 subscriber channel. That was big, but we're almost there. And that's surprising, I must tell you. But now, okay, it's more than 95% reported. It's everything is all the way in, almost. And don't forget, now we're at 347. We're only now 1 subscriber away from, I'm sorry, 3 subscribers away from 350. So we're almost there. We still have 87 people watching. That's literally amazing. We already have the projection. I'm here talking about this thing for a couple of hours, and we still have almost 90 people watching. That's certainly amazing. And I mean, you guys are not saying anything, but if you want to say, I'm here. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what people are saying. What people are saying on Twitter, to be honest. So we have here radical politics, and the GOP has a war chest advantage of the Democrats right now to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. Looks like he has to going to pass by about 3-4 points exactly when all of us are in. They drop the ball by not investing here. This can be true actually because the Republicans have a lot of money right now. The Republican National Committee, but they didn't invest a lot in this race. I don't know why. This is literally 4 seats, and here you may not like him, but I mean he's correct here. I don't know what we're actually doing here because we're not spending the money where it's needed. But okay. How can the people be so and give the Democrats all of this power in Virginia? I mean, if we got, for example, if we got a referendum in Texas to pass the map, probably it would have passed it as well. You would call the people, what do you call it for the Democrats, the Republicans that would pass that map in Texas, the same thing Virginia is doing right now. I mean, we need to understand this in the sense that we're blaming Democrats right now, which makes sense for doing this because this is not democracy. This is really not correct. But would you blame your own party if it did the same? Because that's really the question. I mean, would you do the same thing if it was your own party? Did you said anything bad about the Republicans when they did the same thing in Texas, when they did the same thing in Missouri, when they did the same thing in Ohio, when they probably will do the same thing in Florida? That's really the point. The point is not about critiquing or saying bad stuff about the Democrats right now when you do the same thing. And voters are fed up with MAGA politics, and their followers inside U.S. Congress statewide too. I mean, probably they are, but that happens with basically every president, every presidency. I'm sorry. Basically, you get unpopular. You start very popular at the start of your mandate, and then you become unpopular when time goes on. Except if you are George Bush. If you are George Bush, you become even popular because of the reasons we all know. But okay, that's another. But that's why he won the midterms. He's basically the exception here. Go jams in Virginia, and you people disgust me. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay, you can explain more if you want. But I mean, I don't know if probably you're not happy with the current result of the referendum. I'm not sure about it. Now we have 17 votes and 56% of now 18 votes and 56% of you say that you're a Democrat. So we have now a majority of Democrats here, and now we're only 1 until we reach our goal, 349. I'm gonna just increase this because we're almost there. We're almost there now. We're almost there now. Only 1 subscriber is left until we reach our goal of 350 subscribers. I said at the end of at the start of the live stream as a bit of a joking thing. I was joking a bit, to be honest, saying like 400 subscribers, 350. I said both of them were like I was joking. Of course, 400 not gonna reach because that was not. I never thought that would be possible, but 350. I mean, it's really truly amazing. I just want to say thank you because all of your support. Now we just reached 352 actually. So I mean, thank you. We're gonna end the live stream here. I don't know if you want to continue. I mean, you can tell me. Would you want me to continue the live stream or not? I mean, if you don't want, I'm gonna end the live stream right here because we already have the result. Okay, now we just got more votes. We're still missing around 240,000 subscribers, but I think I can end the live stream here. I don't know. Maybe I can now I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna just say right here, not 62, but 52. Crying yet, Trump. I mean, oh god. Certainly a great night for the Democrats, a bad night for the Republicans. They'll lose 4 House seats if everything goes according to what is Democratic plans for the midterms. So this is bad. If you're a Republican, it's good. For a Democrat, I don't know, guys. Should I continue the live stream? Should I not continue? Should I stop the live stream right here? I don't know if you guys have any question, because we already reached our goal of 350 subscribers, and we already have a projection, like for 2 hours right now, and it's 95% of the voting, so we're not expecting too much out of this. Only about 200,000, so it's not significant. Should I continue or not? It's really the question. I'm asking right now. You guys can say your opinion. Okay, now with the Democrats just 1.1 points. Should I continue or not the live stream? Because I mean, if you don't have any question, I don't have any purpose to be here saying more stuff, because I don't have anything to say more, anything more to say, because the Democrats won. A beautiful coverage, by the way. Richmond City still at 60%, and Rico at 82%. But we did a lot of stuff. I think the lowest county to be reported is this county, Shinoda, or however you want to say this. I'm not so sure about it, to be honest. And Suffolk is at 57% as well. But yeah, we're now surpassing 2 subscribers out of our milestone, which is amazing. I'm not gonna edit that. I'm gonna still leave at 350 because that was our goal. I'm not gonna edit that. I'm probably gonna put that like 400 and never gonna reach that. It doesn't matter. That's our goal. We reached that. It was amazing. Thank you guys. And I mean, if you don't have any question, I'm gonna end the live stream here, because yeah, there's no. I guarantee you, the people crying on here right now are the same ones who cheered when the Republicans did in Texas. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, not even 10 minutes ago. I said you need to think in a sense that when your party did that thing to Texas, or when the Republican Party did that thing to Texas, probably the Republicans liked it a lot. They basically were just in droves. They were just very, very happy. And now the Democratic Party does this in Virginia, and they're sad. They're saying, "Oh, democracy is has problems right now because they're gerrymandering the state of Virginia," and that's true. That's true. But that's also true that the Republicans did that thing in Texas. So we need to be impartial when we're analyzing the stuff. And for it to be impartial, we need to acknowledge that they did that in Texas. That was first. And then the Democrats start retaliating with the states. But I can say to you, I didn't vote yes. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not even in the US. So, I mean, this is just my opinion, my honest opinion. The governor has been raising taxes in Virginia. She's been doing all kind of crazy stuff, and the people still vote for this nonsense. I guess they get what they deserve. They certainly will get what they deserve. I mean, the consequences of their vote. So, I mean, we'll have a Democratic majority. We'll see what it'll do with that majority next year. That'll certainly be interesting. Decided we don't know if that's possible or not, but we'll still have to wait about that. And Texas, now we have 66 people watching. Yeah, I mean, we're almost at the end. Texas had all the legal right to do. Virginia doesn't. Actually, Virginia doesn't, but now Virginia does. Why? Because Virginia approved this congressional redistricting measure, so this referendum to amend the state constitution, so it can allow this such thing to happen. So right now it's all legal. I mean, there's no kind of such that is illegal right now, because yeah, right now they passed the referendum, so because it was not possible according to Virginia Constitution, but right now it is possible because of this referendum. So I mean, I'm gonna live stream right here. We finished at 352 subscribers. Don't forget, if you want still to subscribe, you can still subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a video on Friday, then another one on Sunday, and another one on Wednesday. So every Wednesdays, Fridays, and also Sundays. When we have election day coverage like today on Tuesday, of course, I'm not gonna have a video tomorrow, only on Friday and Sunday. But then when we have election and some shorts as well, coupling with sometimes we have some updates, some very short updates, just some new that I want to share, and I'm gonna share that in the form of shorts content. We got, for example, turnout updates in Virginia yesterday, just to show what we got during the weekend. Of course, I did a short about that, not a video, because that was not. I mean, that was not in a sense that it was needed for the video was needed for that. Also, California governor race, very interesting. Republicans might win California governor, which is very interesting stuff, by the way. But California has the rule where the two top candidates advance to the second round. Right now, two top candidates can be two Republicans. That will be interesting as well. The Democratic Party in California has been urging people to just give up the race because they're not helping the party, and they probably will just make sure that the Republicans can actually win the governor, and that will be certainly interesting for sure. But they probably will be recalled very fast, like it was. They tried to do that in Gavin Newsom, but that was not realistic because California is a Democratic state. So right now the margin is 2.4. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be like 2. Right now it's 2.4, so you can add the 0.5 that was expected by the swing in the provisionals. That will be 2.9, and right now I think it will be around 3 points, around a little bit more than that, probably around 4 points, and that will be what I expected as well from Virginia. So yeah, nothing, and I can nothing too too problematic out of that. I can just show here to you something as well to better compare the map in Virginia. This is the map in Virginia, I can tell you. This is the current situation. As you can see here, I'm just gonna take the thing here so it's not just messy over there. And yeah, this is the map in Virginia. So this is the 2024 districts that the Republicans got. I mean, right now they got 4 extra seats they don't have right now in the new map. As you can see, basically we had 2 districts around Fairfax, one around the suburban areas of Fairfax from the side of Loudoun County. This one was Prince William County, a little bit of the Spotsylvania, and a little bit of Republican counties. That one was the suburban areas of Rico and Chesterfield, I think. This one was Richmond, basically. That one was Norfolk and Portsmouth, if I'm not mistaken. This one was Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and Suffolk, and a little bit of this island. Not island, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's a peninsula. We have Maryland here, of course, and Delaware. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I mean, right now in Portugal, it's already 2:30 a.m., so I'm really not in the best mood, to be honest. This is a Republican area. Has a little bit of Charlottesville here, if I'm not mistaken, and also Albemarle County. And it was a Republican Republican part here was this part close to West Virginia that votes with the Republicans, and that one here as well, close to Buchanan, Tazewell County, Giles County, a lot of Republican votes as well over there. That was it as well. Now we have 83 people watching. We were still getting new people watching, which is fantastic. I mean, I must tell you, the new map here, as you can see, it's very interesting map as well. The 9th congressional district now is the only one that is Republican. He packed out basically every Republican area. This one is Democratic. Why? Because he packed out Charlottesville, packed out here the city that is Democratic, and also go here to Montgomery County, which is also slightly Democratic, and Roanoke as well. Then you have all the districts that come out of Fairfax, like the 1st, the 7th, the 11th, the 10th. The 10th is similar to this one in the sense that we got a little bit of Loudoun as well. And that one is the normal, or at least the most normal there, but the rest of them are just stupid stuff. And then you got the 8th, which is just from Fairfax and go all the way to Norfolk and the region of Norfolk. The 4th is the most normal one as well, apart from, it's similar to the 4th, to be honest. The 2nd one, as you can see here, now it has more Democratic areas. This one was going more here. Now it's going more closer to the Democratic areas. Now we have 99 people watching. You still have 99 people watching at the same time. Now we have 352 subscribers. I'm going to end the live stream right now. We have 100 people watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. That's very important that you do. And I'm going to see you the next time. When? That's the question. It will be on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a video. A video about what? About Texas. About the primary in Texas. About John Cornyn, Paxton, in the Republican side. We'll see who's going to win. That's really going to be a question. And now don't forget, subscribe. Have a beautiful the rest of the day. Have a beautiful the 21st of April. I'm going to be very happy that you do have a great day. And I'm going to be back with another live stream, I don't know, maybe on the first week of May, with the primaries in Indiana and Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. And as well, very important news, I'm going to have videos if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to have videos Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays, every time at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, apart from when we have live streams on Tuesday when we have election coverages. We're not going to have a video, of course, on tomorrow, so on Wednesday. Right now the margin is like this. I'm gonna off stream right now. 2.8. This will probably be around 3.4, 3.5 when everything is counted. As you can see over here, 3 million votes already cast. The votes on the left are in heavy Democratic areas. You can see over there. Richmond properly. We're not gonna wait for that. This is the margin, the yes votes. 4 extra seats for the Democrats, and I'm gonna end the live stream right now. Thank you, and see you in the next.